All right, man. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of my College Hoops 2K8 gameplay. Hope that you all are doing well. Recurring viewers, new viewers, live, or anybody that's catching the vibe, man, it's all appreciated. Hope that you guys have been having a smooth week. Today was probably the first day of the week where I feel like I felt comfortable or with the new schedule that I'm working with when it comes to like all my responsibilities, school, extracurricular activities, all that good stuff, family, where I could jump on for a few and just do a little 1-2, build up a couple hours per week, just so that we can continue to make some progress through this legacy mode. In the last episode, we ended up doing our NCAA tournament, and it was an interesting ride, man. We ended up losing in the Final Four to Miami. We lost 95-92. The good thing about when you lose, of course, there's a part where it doesn't feel good at all. When we lost, we ended up losing, and I think I stepped away for like maybe a second or two, just because I was frustrated with the way that I played towards the end of the game. I think that I started to make a few. It's like certain times we all make mistakes, and I think that I started to make a lot of home run plays. I started to notice myself making longer passes. I think we were up by 13. Made a couple bad passes that led to points. There was one particular sequence where they came down and they hit a three times in a row. And I think that dropped our lead. At that point, our lead had dropped down to 3. I mean, we held the lead for a little while longer. Then it was, I think they got the lead 82-81. And then we were battling back and forth. I could have done a little bit more to close out on shots. And I think I kept trying to work with the defense. The help defense started to be horrible. Like it would be like it almost would be like a 4-out type of situation. And then everybody would retreat to the paint. And then of course that's an open 3. Needed to adjust for that. Also, I think I should have fouled a little bit earlier. Like the last 30 seconds, I could have fouled a little bit earlier, could have saved some time. Came down the court. At one point, they missed both free throws at the line when we fouled. Could have came down court and got a shot. Went to the basket and got stuck. There was a shot that was available. I think there was a shot open to the left. It would have been Castro for 3. Then there was an opportunity after the timeout, that final timeout. There was an opportunity to inbound the ball. I believe the ball was inbounded to Cross-White. As soon as the ball got inbounded, it was only about 3 seconds, but could have inbounded the ball to Cross-White and then passed over to Agudio, who's a relatively good shooter who actually has a 3-point icon just like Cross-White does, to get that last second shot. But hindsight is 20/20. I still think we had a great season. It sucks to lose that late in the season, especially knowing that if you look, that next game was a close game, and that game was winnable for us too. I felt confident with us being able to win or have an opportunity to compete every single game that we played. But that is just a competitor in me. Make sure the mic is doing what it needs to do. But that's just a competitor in me. So we've had a chance to step back and look at everything, and we are going to start to make our way into this off season. Now we're already technically here, you know what I'm saying, in the off season, but we are gonna start to do the off-season recruiting, which is the only off-season action that is available after you do the coach's carousel and assignment of your coaching attributes, customization of your schedule, things like that. That is the last thing that is left. And part of me, I'm sitting here cleaning my watch as I'm talking to, or cleaning my Whoop band, not a watch. Cleaning my Whoop band as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get started. I'm still trying to find the good times to stream. I think that this will definitely be a night that's on the schedule moving forward. Wednesday night seems to be the most feasible night for me in terms of I don't have class until about 10:30 tomorrow. So I can, stay on for a few hours and maybe get on a little bit earlier. Probably like 9 Eastern or something like that. So something that's reasonable, but it'll definitely be a work in progress, and we'll basically do that off of how it's responded to. But let's get it, man. Let's go ahead and get to work. We're still in that last week. As you guys can see, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to gonna stop at the game, actually. I thought about watching the game or like just sitting there and observing. Dale Doss had 6-5. But this is where it's going to get interesting. And I think this is the perfect place to start for our offseason recruiting. We are going to lose Dale Doss. I thought that I could beat the game at what the game does best, and I did not. And I think that sometimes when I do have certain moments, I think it's perfect because it gives me opportunity to talk about different aspects of the game. It gives me opportunity to teach, drop gems or whatever you want to call it. For people who don't really play the game as often or are considered newer players, as you can see, or as you may have seen, UMES was number 1 on his list for majority of the year. But now, as you can see, UConn is number 1 on his list, and he is more than likely, not even more than likely, he's going to UConn as soon as the offseason recruiting starts. Now, the key factor, we had an opportunity to do everything. Feeling wanted, good coaching. Where we lost are his priority 2 and 3. Playing at a big program. Now, I can't say if we are able to influence that priority. We've won two championships. So I don't know if we would technically be considered a big program. I think we would have to do a lot more work. I think that if we can come into this next season and win another championship, that would help us. But his combination of priority 2 and 3, that was a recipe for disaster for us. We thought that eventually UConn would drop off. UConn, of course, conceded this guy is going to be way too good to let go. So his priority 2 and 3 is going to lead him to UConn. So we are going to lose Dale Doss, which leaves us in a situation where we have no shooting guard for next year. Now, that is all right with me just for the simple fact of if you look at our guards, we have 3 point guards, and then we have another guy that's going to be coming in next year. So if you're looking at Bart Crosswhite, he will be our starting 2 guard. So we'll cycle the point guards in at the 2 next season, or we can even try to look at what we can get this present season. I don't like to force it like that. I would much prefer to just wait. But let's see if we can find anybody right quick. I really don't want to try just because I do know that I don't want to just take, I just don't want to settle for just whoever's available. You know what I mean? That's just not my thing. So actually, let's go ahead and let it start, and then everybody that's gonna sign is gonna sign. Lost Dale Doss, not surprised. All right, that's a good way to start. So we're gonna remove those 2 guys off of our list. We ended up getting Pekavicius. Go ahead and remove him. He's removed, and let's go ahead and remove him. Cycle back. Request some game tape. And let's actually go see him play. Before we start to do any major committing to him as a player, let's start to see what he looks like on the court. That's going to be most important. We're good to go with these 2. So it's just going to be a sense of just going through and making our calls to these guys. We can't do anything else. It's just all recruiting. So let's start to focus on that. Let's see what we know. C- for C- for shooting guard. All right, let's find out. Let's see what that'll look like. Let's go to our stand. It wouldn't be for us. How can I do this quickly? Rosters. All right, let's go. Matter of fact, let's stay in our region. So like a 67, like 66. Okay. So his 3-point rating is basically, that was really, really quick. And I'm glad it didn't take us a long time to figure it out. His 3-point rating is going to be in the 60s. I don't want that. See what we can find. Maybe we can find somebody, man. 6'5". Oh. Yeah, see, you get to a point where you start to like settle. That's just not my thing. I'm sorry, that's just not, it's not how it's gonna be for me. Mr. Basketball for his state. With my head, 47. He didn't play. I'm willing to take the risk. Let's see what's what. And I'll add him just for the sport. See if we can finesse a little situation. Us losing Dale Doss is not ideal. You know what I'm saying? But those things happen. Okay, he's a good shooter. You don't know enough about him yet, though. Make sure we call everybody. Maybe we can finesse. Also, situations that may come about is that you can get a transfer, but we didn't have any opportunities to get transfers this year. And I'll be honest, I don't get transfers often, and I normally don't accept them unless they have like a really high potential or they're like a great player. If I'm being totally honest. So K-State is basically gonna get this guy. K-State wants both, so K-State is gonna drop off. That's perfect. K-State is gonna drop off of him. If he's a serviceable shooter, that's enough for us, for real. We'll work with the rest. And he has a C2, so he'll be in the 70s. And now to just be like a sense of like, do we want to take the risk or are we just gonna stick to what we got? Because if that potential grade is not good enough, I'm gone. I'm not gonna rock with it. We're just gonna keep it moving. All right, let's start moving. Matter of fact, also, we tried to identify what's the problem with Maryland. We don't have a Mr. Basketball. There's no Mr. Basketball for Maryland, which I don't understand. I don't know if it's like a glitch. But how are we supposed to get Mr. Basketball in our state if there ain't no Mr. Basketball? It's a funny way that things work. Crumbly signed with somebody else. Oh, they both signed somewhere else. They both signed with They both signed with Kansas State. Wow. I can see a transfer in the making. So yeah, like I said, it's just best for us to just go ahead and stick to what we do. We're just gonna get the guys that we have. There's no point in even overcomplicating it. It was just an opportunity to take a shot. You know what I'm saying? Take a quick shot and see what happens. This isn't necessary, but bump it. We don't have anything else to do with our points. Our work is done. I try to make sure that my work is done by the end of the offseason. Well, I'll try to make sure my work is done, honestly, by the end of the season. That early signing period, I would like to just be at a rinse, wash, and repeat mode in terms of recruiting. That way I don't have to really be worried at the end of the year. All right, bet. So we got new achievements. All right, we're good to go. We can go ahead and I would say we can save, but it's no point. And then now we're with the juniors. Let's actually try to do all the things right quick. So we're gonna remove these two guys, free up some space. And we should target some freshmen. Let's actually see what we got. You can only request your game tape, brother, so that's perfect. 6'10" center, wow. Even if he doesn't wind up being anything great, size-wise, he has a hell of a potential. Let's go regional and see what we see. I try to stick to 5 stars only, so I think I'll just stay there. Houston, Texas. I don't like Texas is hella far, but so is Nevada. But if you're interested, you're interested. I really can't do nothing about that. So let's actually bring the two 5-star freshmen that exist. Let's bring them on, and we can just keep moving. Juniors, let's see. Let's go to regional. Make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Wow, he's 6'4" as a point guard. It's tough. And a lot of these races are decided. So we're going to have to wait for the auto-generated players that are going to jump in. And like I said, every year I only need 3. I don't have to overcomplicate it. I need 3 every year. So as long as I can get 3, it's no big deal. But the game is to be early, be consistent. So our team, we're going through like a weird transitional period where I'm just recruiting differently in terms of the fact that I wanted to get the best players whenever I could. So if that meant I got 4 guys, then perfect. If that meant we got 2 people to commit, perfect. But I think we ended up getting 4 guys at a time to commit to the program. So I think now we're just trying to, focus on turnover. Try to keep the roster to about 10, 11. So that can go full platoon with a red shirt. That could be what we're looking at. And I'm gonna take one last look. I'm gonna take one last look at our roster before we move into the next season. Of course, our seniors are gone. So Double D, Jake, they went to the NBA. Cardi didn't make it, but he's gone. So we're looking at Mo as an 84 right now, Bo as an 83, A as an 82, Hassan as an 82, Jesse as an 81, Cass as a 78, and Bart as a 77. And we'll see how well they do in the offseason. The offseason development is always interesting to me though, because we don't have any effect on it. We can't do anything specific. They just really do what they do. Man, UConn got us, man. UConn stole them away from us, dog. UConn is 3rd. And this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, we're number 17. It's not horrible. We lost an All-American and we're still the 17th ranked recruiting class in the country. So I could deal. As long as we're constantly in a state of being able to build a good team, then I'm cool. I like the schedule too though. I see some good teams up here. I'm gonna, of course, make some changes. I think I always make changes. I believe I'm gonna. No, that's VCU. I'm thinking of a different team. I'm gonna swap this team. I'm gonna go VCU. VCU is the first. I'm gonna try to stick to these. I'm gonna try to stick to the tried and true method of doing these, what I call job interview games. Job interview games are going to be my method to get myself out of this program or away from this program. Okay, we could play Cincinnati at 69 overall. They're 89, pardon me, overall. Okay, we're going to get UVA out of here, even though I think I would like to play in their building. So we're going to go, actually. We're going to play some teams that we wouldn't normally play. Okay, UW. Illinois. We've played at Illinois already, so I'm going to switch this one. We played at Illinois. Gonna, of course, play St. John's. It has to happen. It's not up for debate. Gotta play St. John's. And we also gotta make sure that we pull the calendar out too. One thing we cannot forget whenever, that's one thing I can't forget, is one thing you can't forget whenever you're doing this, is to be sure that you are looking at your, be sure that you're looking at your calendar. And this is going to be the 2013-2014 season coming up. So we're looking at November 2013. This is around the time I graduated from college. All right, so November. Sunday is going to be the 3rd, the 10th, the 17th, the 24th. We're good for November. Sundays in December are going to be the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. So we are also good for December as well. So that's perfect. And let's just start swapping teams. Let's see what's what. Virginia Tech, 85 overall. So good team. Northwestern, they may have to go. Let's swap. Let's play one of the better teams. I can see Duke. They're champions, yeah. Jesus. Gotta get our revenge on Miami though. So we'll play Miami late in the season and we'll see if we can swap. Do we swap? And we wound up seeing our rank too, so. These names look familiar. I feel like did we play Cincinnati? I feel like we played them. Got some ranked opponents in there. Yeah, I'm actually cool with our schedule for real. We have a good schedule. Sometimes I feel like you're able to look at your schedule and complain a little bit. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, actually. Let me actually look at something right quick. We got our 2 schools that we would normally do our quote-unquote job interview games with. So got that. We can build on what we did last season and try to make an effort to get back to the top of the rankings again. Doesn't always work though. Sometimes the game could be a little difficult with you. And what will end up happening is that you will kind of get stuck in the poll and it won't do exactly what you want it to do all the time. So taking a quick look at this to see how this looks. Because I'm still also experimenting with the times and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and see. Go ahead, add this in. Always trying to improve. Every single time we do this, we always want to try to improve. So anything that we may be missing, we're working on it as we go. The schedule's made. Like all of that stuff is done. We're just basically about to move to the ABL. And like I've told you guys before, if you have been here or if you are new, actually, this portion of the game is only going to be on your quote unquote at the time next gen consoles. So you're going to have the Xbox, you're going to have the PS. You're also going to have the PS3. They're also going to have what's called the ABL, so the Amateur Basketball League. That's where we are headed next. I don't believe we can add any more games. I wish we can see who's going to be in this damn tournament. But who cares? It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We're going to actually use this as a save point. Funny enough, it is midnight on the dot. I think the nighttime streams are going to be good for us. I just am trying to continue to learn more and more about the streams and how these things are going to work. Trying to get used to the timing, and honestly, with school starting, I want it to be like a situation where we're getting the best bang for our buck in terms of time. Like I don't want to just be up here talking to myself or when I could be studying or something. But let's actually start where I always like to start in the off season. Let's look at our coach's profile. Looking at our coach card update for Kenny Jones. Once again, as always, rest in peace, Ken. Good seasons. I can't really argue with these results. First round in our first season, which doesn't always happen. It was the first time that they had ever been to the NCAA tournament. Then the Sweet 16, then the champions. Then the national championship, then Final Four, then national championship, then Final Four. So if we're following the pattern, we got a chance at being national champions. We had a chance last year. I made some bad plays towards the end of the season, but those things happen. 5 regular season championships out of 6, 5 conference tournament championships out of 6. Been to the tournament all 6 years. 5 Sweet 16s, 4 Final Fours, and 2 championships. Never had the preseason #1 ranking. 6 20-win seasons. Been the coach of the year in the conference 5 times. Haven't won the national coach of the year at all yet. That's the goal for this upcoming season. 20 all-conference players, 0 All-Americans, 0 players of the year, and 5 pro draftees. We have also had the National Defensive Player of the Year, though. I wish there was a space to put that particular award because I had never won it. I had never won that award until this particular legacy mode. So it would have been nice to see that be an achievement that's listed, but it is what it is. Now, I always like to go here because of the goals. So we're going to automatically get a attribute because in the offseason we signed a world recruit. So that's 1. Mr. Basketball for your state, that is glitched for us for whatever reason. And I'm going to go back and double check. But as I believe it to be, I think it's currently glitched. Sign a top recruit in your recruiting class. That's not going to happen for us this year. Assemble the top recruiting class is not impossible. We would have to do a lot of work. The 3 or 4 players that we would get would have to be really, really good and would have to mesh well. What else is open? Coaching NCAA All-American. That's really going to be all off performance. So, somebody has to score like 23 plus points a game. Player of the year has to score a lot of points. 2K Sports Award winner. These are players that have to do a lot of individual work. Have an underclassman chosen in the pro draft. I don't think that's going to happen for us this year. I think it's possible with some of our players, but it won't happen this year. See what else we got. NCAA Coach of the Year. That is, like I said, the goal. Get hired by a larger conference team. Now, you have some people that have a particular number they're willing to get to before they can leave the school. I think that this program is built. I can see this being sustainable for at least a few more years. A lot of our players are younger. So this team is going to continue to grow. And if whoever would come in, say for instance, we left in the offseason, whoever will come into the program would have a great foundation to build on, and they would win games just off the fact that this team would dominate the MEAC. So these two goals right here, they are possible. They're not something I'm aiming for, but they're possible. And we are looking to accumulate 200 career wins. So we're looking to get at least, at minimum, I can see us getting 2. I can see us getting at least 2. The rest are going to all be wins at the bottom. But I can see us getting at least 2. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So if we were able to get, well, we're going to get the point for this. Yeah, so yeah, that'll be 2 points for us in the offseason, and we'll take those 2 points and we will put them on defense. And that will give us an A+ on defense, which is where I wanted to start. And we can actually move to our roster. Some people like to wait to make their cuts later. I prefer to make my cuts immediately. And once again, we see that C-. We don't want any walk-ons. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of you. No walk-ons, no red shirts. Unless it's absolutely necessary. Tackle Vicious came in at a 74. Matter of fact, so let's just do it this way. It'll be easier. Mo Clemens is at an 85 overall. Never saw that coming. If you guys remember, Mo Clemens was just a random straggler of a prospect that was just in California, not getting recruited. We saw him last minute, got him to commit. So we got 2 first rounders, it looks like. 3 first rounders, it looks like. 4. 5. It looks like we can have 5 guys in the draft possibly in just one season. Bart went crazy this offseason. Goddamn. So now the low man is a 73. And to be honest with you, let's make the cuts first, because that's gonna confuse me. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys, because I'm looking like it could possibly be a situation where, depending on what the numbers is looking like, your red shirt buddy, for real. But it says he's a 3-point shooter though. It's knocked down threes. That'd be different for us at the 4. We haven't had that just yet. So mess around, like, also get some time at the 2, since we got that spot open. Well, we can push him. We can push him to the next spot. I mean, like, we can have Jesse at the 2, him at the 3 in some lineups, depending on how it's looking. All right, and right now that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's 10. That's perfect. That's platoon. No red shirts, and it auto saved. So we're in a good spot. I'm going to actually go back to that screen one more time. I'm going to look at how many seniors we have. We have 3 seniors, so we're losing 3. We got to get 3. So let's get to work. Like we always do. At this time, let's go ahead and look at what we have, and we are not glitched. We are in great shape. We do have a Mr. Basketball, so we can make an honest attempt. And funny enough for us, it's interesting how this game works. Funny enough for us, he's a shooting guard. Now, he's undersized, but he's a shooting guard. So of course we're gonna add him to the list immediately. I wanted to see if we were glitched, and we've had sometimes we have been glitched out when it comes to things like that. But let's actually start working. Mr. Basketball for Virginia. What are we losing? I just want to be sure. We are losing a point guard, which we don't need. And we're losing a power forward, center, and a point guard. And we need a shooting guard bad. So let's actually get to work. Let's look at who's who. Top JUCO player is a shooting guard. So my brother, please, we want to reach out to you for sure. Also got another one going to reach out to you for sure. We're losing a power forward, but not at 6'5", absolutely not. Let's see what we got regionally. This is a new generation right here. Try to see what his priorities are. We can make that work. Where the bigs at? See, this is easy for us. Recruiting bigs it's easy work. Columbia, South Carolina. Bowie, Maryland. He's in our state, bro. We can't let him get out the state. Yeah, like, okay, getting some taller players now. All right, let's see what the vibes are, dog. Let's go ahead and go here. I think we said we're losing a point guard, but I believe we already have 3. Yeah, 4 actually. So we have it staggered. So we have a sophomore, a junior, and a freshman as well. So we don't need a point guard. We'll go shooting guard. That way we can replace. Finally have a replacement for Cardi, and we can move. We know everything already for Sherrod, so there's no need. We need to find info about him. We know everything about him. Becker, Cranford, and Happy. We need to find these other guys. So, teachable moment. If you already know everything about the recruit when the ABL starts, you do not need to then in turn go watch that person play. Like, if you want to go watch them play, then so be it. I don't know if it's going to bring you any benefit. There hasn't been anybody that's come out and said, okay, that helps with feeling wanted, or no, it's just like, hey, you're using this to scout. And the reason why I'm able to infer that is that this portion of the game is only for 2 consoles. It's not for the PlayStation. I don't know if regular Xbox had this or not, but I know this is not on PlayStation 2 at all. They don't have the ABL. So if it's not a feature that's on all the games, it's not gonna have that effect. That wouldn't even be fair, because then that would be like, all right, well, damn, I'm gonna go get the 360 or the PS3 version. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm just using this, of course, to scout. Like, let's even see when we go to the ABL planner, ABL, whatever. Trying to see if it would give us just anything to work with. Try to see if it'll give us anything anywhere. Try to see if I can get any tidbits of information that may help us. This is always a screen I like to stop at when I'm showing anybody that's up here. Basically telling you how to play, telling you how to do things. We're gonna go back to that main screen. Doesn't have anything there, which is crazy. And we're just gonna actually write down the names of the teams of players that we want to see. So we need all of his info. I'm gonna actually mute the mic because I'm actually gonna probably bump into the mic at some point, so hold on. All right, we have all the teams down, and it looks like we have a situation where got an All-American here, boy. Gotta pull up for the All-American. We also have an East Hour secret. We gotta pull up on him. We've been recruiting him this whole time. We gotta find a way to get this All-American. We lost out on one last year. And he, good coaching, close to home, feeling wanted. We have a shot. So the big program thing is not gonna affect us like it did when it came to Dale Doss. And the only school in Ohio for him is going to be Xavier. So let's pay attention to what we got going on. We don't know anything about him, so we gotta go see him. He's in the South, so those South matchups are gonna be nice. For Becker, we're just watching him. Becker is Southwest. All right, we got everything we need. Let's get to work. A lot of games in the South. We got 3 teams in the South, 3 teams in the East, 1 team in the Southwest. So let's actually cycle through and see who we can match up in these different regions. And this is once again one of those tedious parts that does not feel as fun, but it's necessary. And we're trying to get any matchup we can. Any matchup we can, and we haven't had any luck so far. But we got to get one at some point. So it's just a matter of patience. All right, we got one. So week 4 is good. So 4 is, I like to always write down whenever we have a number that's solid, we got to stick with it. So that is week 5. Week 5 is decided. I was looking a little too closely. So we got week 5. And with this being our region, we really want to dominate in our region in terms of recruiting. Nope. 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 It doesn't always work out in your favor either. That's something to remember. It does not always work out the way you want it to. So please don't be frustrated when it doesn't happen. Sometimes it feels like they know exactly which teams you need to play each other, and it just escapes you every single time. Oh. That is surprising. That is crazy, actually. Out of all these weeks, we got one matchup. Damn, it's kind of odd. I ain't gonna lie. Just one is kind of crazy. Just a little bit. It's just a little crazy. But we move. We can't cry about it. Let's go to every other week. We'll make South. That's what the next region where we have a surplus of talent. All right, so we can also go ahead and start to count off. We have one for each one of these teams. So we have one matchup there for each. So let's start working. In the South, we're looking for Exotic Ballers, All-Stars, and Sky. So Exotic Ballers is going to be EB. All-Stars is going to be what? AS? And then Sky's gonna be, I'm assuming Sky will be fucking Sky. Or SW. SW, okay, so we're looking for these combinations. Oh. Sky, nope. Once again, a part that is very tedious, but these extra moments, they definitely help in the long run. And there we go, we got one. We got week 10. So that's another one down. Another one down. Sonic Ballers versus no. Oh. Come on, let us get another one, man. Ah, damn. Got excited for a second. Oh, we might have finessed. Oh no, that's not it. Ah. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna have to move. We have it in the order that it should be. Sherrod is what team? Sherrod should be up here. Our secret moves. In terms of priority, we're gonna actually do this a little different. So I'm gonna put them in terms of priority. We know everything about him. We know everything about him, and we know everything about Seagars. So Seagars is gonna be South All-Star. So he, out of all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 teams up here. He's gonna be last. So he's number 7. He's gonna be number 6. And then we're gonna take everybody else in the order in which they need to be done. So 1 is gonna be House. 2 is gonna be him. So forth and so on. 3. Nationals is gonna be 4. 5. Well, no, not even actually. Southwest, we got time. So we're gonna cross that out actually. Becker is a sophomore. Cranford is a sophomore. So that actually makes the number 2 priority for us happy. And then you're a senior, so you're gonna be 3, which naturally makes them 4 or 5. All right, so let's get it. That's how we're gonna tend to do things. We're gonna go ahead and try to get all the information that we can. So we have to find a game for exotic ballers. Hopefully we can find it within the first 2 weeks, and there we go. So we have 2. So now we have 2 decided. Let's actually move to the East, because East Nationals is gonna be our next priority. East Nationals. So we now have week 1 and 2 decided. And that leaves us with, let's cross this out because putting some space between those 2. And we now have 1 for exotic ballers, and we have 2 for nationals now actually. Now we're gonna move to the East again and try to get Cap City, to which we were able to get real quick. So we got 2 for them. Week 4. We can move on to Southwest and try to get Express. Spark. No, can't get it. So we got Express. So now we got 1 for Express. So now we have, if we can go back and get something for week number 5, we will have our first 6 weeks done and we can sim through. Week 5 is good, actually. It's week 4 that I'm talking about. Week 4. So after, next priority after him is going to be South Sky. Skywalker. So we have Cranford actually. So now we have both of them done actually. We can go to week 6. Everybody has at least one game scouted, except for our last 2 guys. So let's actually make our way through week 6 actually. Let's stop and let's go there and stop. And let's look at the numbers. Got 12 and 12 from Sherrod. So yeah, we're definitely making an effort. We're gonna definitely make an effort to get him to come to our program. (13 and 11 and 5 with 5.7 steals. That's a good looking. He's shooting 36. My big head is in the way, so we're actually gonna also move this. Actually move this down. So that happens a lot. So we're gonna actually place me. Cause as long as you guys can see my face, that's all that matters. I don't think I need to be the biggest thing on the screen. 36% is perfect. That's serviceable at the 1. Then we have another point guard. 15, 6 and 5, 4 steals. Great. Wesley Becker, 10 and 3, 3.7 blocks though. And that block grade is an A-. Okay, that's what I like to see. He's young, so we got time. We got time, and he's going to continue to develop for a point guard. We know everything about him almost. I don't know if I can learn that potential now or if I have to wait, but I want to see that potential grade be a little bit better. C+ is going to be in the 70s. Serviceable. It's definitely serviceable. And we're going to keep working. We're going to keep working with what we see. We have now made our way through. We've gotten through week 6. So now we have to keep working. We've gotten to week 6. We know everything for them. We know priorities. We know all of that stuff we don't know everything for C guards, for C guards yet. And he's not a senior. So we're really worried about the order in which we've done things already. We definitely want to make sure that we show face at least one of his games. So our secret will be our next game up. And we pulled up to a game, and this is probably one of the less impressive games that he's played. Was the game that we actually pulled up to, and we found out nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So that continues to go along with what I'm saying. Like, you focus on the people you know absolutely nothing about. That is going to give you your best bang for your buck. So we're going to go back to the South, and we're going to look at exotic ballers. We're going to go to the East and try to get the Nationals. East Nationals, come on. There we go. So since we couldn't get that, we're going to see if we could find... Matter of fact, it worked out. The next team up would be Cap City. So we actually did get... Whoa, no. We had week 10 already figured out. 10 was already figured out. What game was that? Skywalkers, okay. So now we have to move this to see if we can get Nationals, and we did. All right, so we have through 11 done. All right, bet. And we could just go through here and look at the stats. That'll make it easier. Cards are looking better. Definitely need to get back out and see Halsh. He still has work to be done on his card, but his stats look good though. Seagate is good, like we said. Becker still has work. Cranford is looking good. We have all of his stuff now. Happy, we know all of his stuff now. So Happy, with an A- potential. Yeah, we on that. All right, so look, so for Cranford, now we have more work to do. So now East City we can cross out. Nationals we can cross out because now we know everything on their cards. Priorities you're not gonna find out into the school year. Cranford we're gonna cross out because I believe he's South Skywalkers. We know everything. Southwest Express we need to do some more work. So Express is left. All Stars we don't need because I think this is his team. Exotic Ballers, yes, we still gotta watch them. And it is a spot on their card, the ABL games, how many games we went to. And we're gonna try to make sure we go to another game because I'm curious though. Because it looks like this West Virginia is moving. To me, it looks like West Virginia is moving. And I don't like that. Because he wants to be close to home. Ohio is right there by West Virginia. But it's an interesting situation. The states that border Ohio, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Virginia, West Virginia. And we're right on the other side. So we're going to try it, man. We're going to try our luck. Try our luck and see what happens. We will apply the most pressure to Sherrod. I don't know how to say this. Kovacevic, I think is how you would say it. I don't know. But we got some solid recruits, though. Some solid recruits. So we'll see actually what happens when it comes to that situation with Sherrod. We know everything for Sherrod. We've been recruiting him for a long time. So we may not have to pull up to as many games as the other teams. But we're going to get right back out and go to the South. Try to get a game for Exotic Ballers again. So we got week 14, Exotic Ballers. Southwest Express. Southwest Express. So let's actually work. Sim game. Let's see if he's good to go. It's not him. And now we know his potential B-. We can work with that. So now he's good to go. We know everything. Now the real work, like I said, is trying to get South Exotic Ballers. Between time though, we're gonna make sure that we lock in with our guys though. So our secret, we're pulling up. And then what's the team for Happy? Just in case it makes a difference, you never know, dog. This game could be very weird sometimes. Or do we have to do it like this? Because I think this was the Exotic Ballers week. So who can we actually swap that? It's the OS game that week. But no Natty? That's crazy. Okay, we can still finesse one. Let's make our way through this. And it should just be smooth on the way out. Should just be smooth. (19-10) is from a point guard is tough. Well, point guard is real tough. Not gonna lie to you. 15-11. Who is this? 25 off the bench. Yo, you'll see some crazy stats in these games. it never ceases to amaze me what we see. But all right, what do we got? We have Cap City for Crawford. And we should be done. At least in my eyes, we're done. Making sure we know potential in full cards. Potential in full cards. Potential in full card. We'll start working on priorities when we get in season. All right, let's go. That looks good. Hold on. Whoa. We're on the wrong screen. All right, that's the whole C. That is the whole ABL done at this point. 32. 32, and he shoot like he's C+. It's not what we used to. Like, it's right on the cusp. Like, it'll get us like a B-. B- will put us at about somewhere in the mid 70s maybe. So, like, he'll keep improving once he gets on campus. But as for right now, his grade is gonna be stuck where it is. He's playing out of position. Good potential. Does he do? He doesn't really do anything exceptionally well though. So that's the thing. See if we came across anybody we didn't recognize before. Another in-state kid. We're gonna try to lock him up though. USC is on his bumper though. It be like that. Let's close this up. Let's close this out though. Let's close this out. All right. Any of the teams that we are used to seeing, are they here? Nope. Nobody. It's gonna be all new bodies. So let's go. The cabinet versus drop doms. This is our region. The cabinet again. Come on, the cabinet. Represent. And they lost. It's tough. Hawks actually want to win the ABL, so we can move. Get a quick save in, and then we can just keep proceeding through the year. Start doing all of our maintenance and start setting everything up. That was my biggest thing. I actually was in the bed, funny enough. I had fallen asleep. And remember that I said I wanted to stream tonight. So I was like, man, I want to go start setting up everything for this upcoming season. So we have a chance to look at what our schedule looks like. Tennessee Martin is, come on, bro. What are we doing? Hold on, deep dish. What does that say? Deep dish. Deep dish B. Go back to it. Deep dish A. Michigan State is on the other side. So, bro, I hope this is not one. I hate when that happens. It's always happens to us. It happened to us in Mississippi State last year. It's always a team where, like, if we end up playing them again, because I doubt it though, because a lot of these tournaments only have 2 rounds. I don't know why they do it like that, but I would hate for us to have to play Michigan State twice. There's no point. But we have to, of course, make our way to our roster first, so we can see what's what. I can take all of my screenshots so that we can start working on training and development for this next year. And we did, like I said, we got some definite improvement. It looks like he's already a lockdown defender at this point. Nearly everybody has icons except these 2. And I think with his potential, us redshirting him was best case scenario for him because he would be a junior by now. But we ended up doing the redshirt situation with Hassan the first year, which is funny because now he's considered to be a draft prospect. We don't have anybody lottery, but we could definitely keep working on the guys that we have on our team. So let's get it, man. Let's start working on everything that we need to work on for these guys. Try to make this as quick as possible. I was in the process of trying to automate this just because at one point in time I did kind of like have like a little system. But of course, just like with any automated AI, whatever you want to call it type of situation, you are limited in the number of images you can upload. And I think once I had got to a certain point with the number of uploads, it just kind of like crapped out. And I tried to then import that, basically a recap of that thread into a different thread, and it just didn't work as optimally as I wanted it to. So let's actually try to see if it'll work. Just because it helps, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I like to do, but it could be tedious. And trying to do that in real time when you're actively trying to communicate with the chat and talk while the video is going, and you don't want to be sitting here for 20-30 minutes while something is trying to get fixed. Let's go ahead and add. That's perfect. We got 10, so. All right, let's see how that goes, man. It's always fun to see how you can like incorporate this kind of stuff into anything fun that you're doing. All of my seniors, I think this might be the first year, and I don't want to jinx myself. No, it's not, because Castro has a lot of work to do. I don't want to force it. And I'm not going to force it. I was looking at his grade and I was like, I could redshirt him, but that's going to throw everything else off. So we're just going to let him do what he does. So we're going to have to work with Castro to really, really improve him. We're going to be doing rebounding with him a lot. I can see that he's probably not going to make it. We had to do a lot of work to try to get Saint to the league, and it just didn't work. So I can see it being a similar situation where we just don't have it happen for Cass. But we do have at least 2 seniors that are going to make it. So there's going to be a situation where I guess now we will have our 7th season. We'll have 7 players across 7 seasons. So that's great. From a program like this that's never been to the tournament, and then you're starting to turn in NBA caliber prospects, like that's great. Can't beat that. I also want to try to make sure that we get at least one game tonight. Like I said, I'm not in any particular rush to try to flood you guys with content. We are 37 episodes into this, so it's been very, very interesting how things have worked. We're just trying to be patient with everything. And matter of fact, meantime, between time, let's take a quick pause. All right. Just needed a quick break. Just to, take a deep breath, all that type of stuff. So, gonna get our screen fixed while we're sitting here, actually. And we're gonna start to get to work. recruiting is going to be the number one priority for us, aside from our training and conditioning. And let's get to it. So now it is actually working exactly like I wanted to. Let's see if this is going to be effective. Let's go to development, training and conditioning, Mo Clemens. We're going to go awareness and shooting for my boy. Well, no, we want to stick to just 8 weeks at a time. 8 weeks at a time has been working for us, so I want to stick to that. No, wrong way. All right, let's move on to Jess. Rebounding and post play. With durability, okay. And this is an interesting process because this is all rinse, wash, and repeat. Once you kind of find where you want to be, I do it for 8 weeks. Some people do it for much longer. I like to go 8 weeks, and then we can see if it's working or not, and then we can, make adjustments as we see fit. And we're gonna let that stay balanced. Good with our 8 weeks. Trying to make him a better shooter, boy. Hey, listen. Durability. Now that we've gotten this to work the right way, it's kind of been smooth now. Wrong way. And last but not least, that works. All right, we got that done. That is definitely a good start. Good start to the season in that regard. We could just keep moving. Let's see what's what. Now we can start to get to work. We are gonna focus on certain recruits first. That means we're gonna go see him. Something about this don't feel right though. Something about that feels off. Yeah, something about that don't feel right. West Virginia, like I don't like the fact that they're so far ahead of everybody else. I'm not rocking with that. Something about Buddy right here don't feel right though. Looking at his schools, I don't know any of his priorities yet. Whenever I see Duke, man, it's like a Duke thing. Whenever I see Duke, I'm like, I don't really know, dog. And the funny thing is for Sherrod is going to be the most expensive. And we're going to actually rock with him. Scouted. We haven't even scouted dude. That's the funny part. Game tapes first. And I think we might have B-. Then we got a B. 6'3" freshman. 6'4" freshman. Okay. All right. We now we know what we're working with a little bit. We know everything about Crawford because we saw him in the joint. All right, let's get it though. We're gonna go ahead with it. All right. We're gonna go ahead with it. We're gonna see, like, worst case scenario, it just don't work out in our favor. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. Will not be the first or last time that we're in that predicament. Son, GW with the quickness, like, goddamn. Like, GW didn't waste any time, son. GW got right to it. Got a bump. Last two, no bump, though. Everybody else is rocking. Everybody else is with it, though. And we gotta make sure we do our development because we just did our emails. After emails, development every week. And let's actually do something we don't usually do, which is continue to improve our better players as well. Handle, he don't need that. Is he in the red for anything? All right, for more, we could do that. Work on the tag basket. I try to stick to something simple. I'm going to change his free throw form too. Because a lot of these free throw forms is trash. So We gonna go ahead and lead the shooter room. I prefer player lock for this drill, so. And once again, something that may seem tedious, but very necessary. You want your team to get better. This is how our team has gotten better and stayed kind of constant. Like we've been in like a 88, 89 range for like the last couple seasons. Like we'll start the season at 89 or so and then just go right back up to the 90s by the end of the season every year. So haven't made it to that point where we're like going crazy and we're at like 100 or nothing like that, but we got some work to do to get to that point. But we definitely are no slouches as it stands right now. So definitely making sure this team improves and that we're doing things the right way. And this game is capping, bro. I'm definitely doing this. The right stick is going exactly in the right direction, but whatever. Can't argue with it. Can't argue with the game. Argue with the game, you're gonna seem crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we did get him to go up a step on that particular rating, which is great. So gotta make sure we include those guys too. That's something that I think that I did in previous years that maybe didn't help us and can actually put us in a position where these guys are getting drafted even higher than they have been in which doesn't really matter to me per se, because it's like I'm not exporting the draft class. If I was exporting the draft class, it would be a bigger deal to see that it's first round, second round, dark horse. But because I'm just focused on the fact that they're pro draftees, that's really all that matters. They just got to make it. And let's actually switch this now, so we don't got to worry about it later. Boyd is not going to make it to the league, and I think the good thing is that I can see it early. We only had him for 2 years, so with him coming in as a JUCO sophomore, it's only so much you can do. But he's been serviceable. That's all I can ask for any player that we're getting, to be serviceable. I haven't had anybody that's dominant yet. I think the closest that we have gotten to somebody that's dominant, we had Wiley Cage. Wiley Cage was great. Herbert Payne was a more dominant player. I really, really have good feelings about Jesse long term, because he's only a sophomore and I think he's at an 80. He may be at an 82 or 83 already. So that's always a good sign. With the right training, he can get himself to the 90s. My hope is that always when we get a chance to get a player like that where it's a high school American, I don't want to see that player leave early. We'll get to a point where players are being one and done and stuff like that, and that'd be great. But as it stands right now, I just want to make sure that we're just putting the best team on the floor and making sure that they improve. I want to be able to have people improve and get better and build game experience. I don't want you just killing the MEAC just for the sake of killing the MEAC. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to do smart things. Now that we just finished that, when it comes to our recruiting, it's interesting to see. And West Virginia just popped up on his list. Like, what is the vibe with West Virginia? See, I knew something wasn't right. So GW is popping up on his list out of nowhere, son. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We got enough scholarships to make anything work. I'm willing to go 12 players on the roster, 10 for the platoon, so 5 and 5 platoon, 2 red shirts. So we can make some work with that. We're gonna offer these people immediately. We're not gonna waste no time with it. We're actually gonna watch the season preview show. now that we're at this point, you never know if they're going to show us some love. So I like to just be around to see it. I'm just getting everything arranged. But yeah, we're going to go to the preview show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel here with my partner Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. Here are the top 5 teams in the nation as we head into the season. The Duke Blue Devils come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Texas, Gonzaga, Michigan State, and Memphis. Anything jump out at you from those top 5 teams, Clark?
Those are some terrific teams, Greg, and the thing I find most fascinating about the top 5 is the number of contrasting styles we see here. These teams couldn't be more different, and I love when we have that kind of diversity at the top of the poll.
Duke is in the catbird seat to start the season, sitting pretty in the #1 spot. These are the defending national champions, and they're getting a lot of respect going into this season.
Usually, last year's champs get the benefit of the doubt in the first poll of the next season. So we'll find out soon enough if their position in the top 5 is based on reputation or is warranted.
Texas is in the #2 spot. They've got a whole crew of high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
A team is usually happy to land one Mr. Basketball, but with the number they have, this could be a golden era of basketball success at this university. There's nothing but good times ahead.
Gonzaga comes in as #3. They bring back 4 starters, and that should pay huge dividends for them this year.
I can't tell you what an advantage that is for them. There's so much turnover in the college game these days that having 4 starters coming back is almost unfair, Greg.
Michigan State starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. They are a very strong team, but they have plenty of competition from within their own league.
It's virtually impossible to go through a conference schedule unscathed. They'll probably take their lumps, but it might pay off come tournament time, as tough conferences tend to produce tough teams.
Memphis is the #5 team. One bit of good news for them, they have last season's leading rebounder coming back for another year.
With that low post presence already established, they'll have a little bit of swagger heading into the season. I look for them to be sharp right from the start.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What's your impression of that set of teams?
These teams might not be in the top 10, but you better not overlook them. I would venture to say that several of these teams will win their conference and surprise people in the tournament.
The Georgetown Hoyas, the #12 team, have stirred up a lot of talk in the offseason. They lost a big piece of their team with the departure of last season's leading rebounder.
It's going to have to be a group effort on the boards for a little while until some of the younger big men get the confidence to hold their own game in and game out.
The Clemson Tigers, the #9 team, have also generated a lot of interest. They wrapped up their season last year with a trip to the Sweet 16, but it ended there.
A similar result this year probably won't satisfy them. They've got the potential to go a step beyond the Sweet 16, so just getting back there is going to be a disappointment, not an achievement.
Okay, Clark, let's take a look at the teams that close out the preseason top 25 poll. How about this list?
I think there were a few teams that were slighted and should probably be in the top 25 ahead of some of these teams. But I'll hold my tongue and talk about the teams that do deserve to be here.
The Hawks of Maryland Eastern Shore, the #19 team, probably deserve a closer look. They lost a grand total of just 1 game last season.
What can you say about that record except job well done, fellas? Now go out and do it again. If they can, that's the stuff that legends are made of.
The Southern Miss Golden Eagles, the #23 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. Certainly, they'll get a big boost from the return of their leading scorer from a year ago.
That's a big advantage for them. They don't have to spend the first few weeks of the season searching for that go-to guy. They know who he is, and they'll use him.
As usual, we have a lot of new coaching hires to tell you about as we start the season. Here are all the new coaches in college basketball this season. There are quite a few interesting names on the list. Coach Sutton is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The DePaul Blue Demons have a lot of fans that are delighted to have a coach of his ability, Clark.
He's never been to the Final Four, but he's hoping that this will be the coaching stop that gets him there. And this university and its fans are hoping the exact same thing.
Coach Christian also made a move to a new school, and that's generated some excitement on that campus. The Seton Hall Pirates are a team looking to rebuild under their new leader.
He's going to have to make do with the players he inherited for a little while. But once he can get a year or two of recruiting under his belt and bring in his own guys, I think this program will take off.
We now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the crop in college hoops. What a list. The Duke Blue Devils are pinning their hopes squarely on this young man's shoulders, Clark.
Well, Wiskowski is the first player on the list for good reason. He's a former high school Mr. Basketball he was South Carolina's Mr. Basketball in high school.
What's nice about having a Mr. Basketball on your roster is that those players are used to winning. Having the mentality that you should win every time out is something that rubs off on a team in a positive manner.
As for our next first-teamer, Duke is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Cole is simply a spectacular player. Feels like this guy's been playing college basketball forever. This will be his 4th year as a starter. But I still don't take him for granted, and I think this will be his best season of all of them.
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The West Virginia Mountaineers are fortunate to have him in their corner.
Howard is one of my favorite players in the country. He was a monster under the boards last season. He came away with an average of 5 rebounds a game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him match those numbers again this year. He has a knack for finding the loose ball.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn his spot on the list. The Duke Blue Devils can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
Gary is going to play a huge role in his team's success. We always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him, and that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The away team will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Simmons is going to have his own personal highlight reel by the end of this season. There's plenty to like about him as a player. He's got that deadly combination of smarts and physical skills that makes him so difficult to defend. A coach's mentality in the body of a world-class athlete. Any questions as to why he's on the list?
As we move to the second team All-Americans, we can see there's no shortage of talent with this group. They're all elite players with the potential to dominate the game. The Duke Blue Devils have built their team around this young man's talent, and I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Wood was close to a spot on the first team, but there was too much competition this season. In addition to everything else he did to help his team win last season, he led them in assists. It's that kind of unselfish play that has made him such a great team leader.
Our next player is a tremendous talent in his own right. Duke is in for a great year if he lives up to his potential.
Wow, is in the spotlight for all the right reasons. It isn't out of the realm of possibility to say that he might even be a little bit underrated. I know it seems far-fetched to say that about a preseason All-American pick, but I'm not sure people realize just what a huge year he's in for, Greg.
We can expect to see some amazing performances out of him all year long. The Duke Blue Devils hope to have this young man carry the load for them, and he looks up to the task.
Chancellor is an extremely powerful weapon for his team. If I had to pick some front runners for the Player of the Year award, he would be right there on the list. I've seen him take over games even when he isn't scoring 30. There are some great scorers among these All-Americans, and he's one of them, but he does much more than score.
Our next All-American may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. Georgetown has one of the most reliable go-to guys in the country in him.
Swanson is one of the great talents in the college game today. He was a multiple threat on the offensive end of the court last season, and there will be more of the same this time around. He led his team in scoring, and it's a lock that he'll do it again.
And here we have the final player on our list of All-Americans, the Texas Longhorn. Know who their fan favorite is going to be this year.
Torres is ready to have a breakout season. He can make things happen on the basketball court thanks to his unique ability to read and understand defenses, while most players are just trying to come up with their next move. He's 3 steps ahead of the game, and that's what separates the good players from the great.
All right, Clark, that about wraps things up. On behalf of State Farm and the crew, I'd like to thank you again for joining us on the 2K Sports Season Preview. We'll see you during the season. So long, everyone.
All right, now look, I don't have much to say. We got some love, so that's not really a surprise. I don't really ever really get surprised by that at this point because we are ranked. With us being ranked and having a decent record, we should always get some kind of attention. But yo, Duke is crazy. Duke has, what, like 6, I think? 6 preseason All-Americans? Like, goddamn. I'm low-key actually kind of upset now that they're not on our schedule. But we have to keep focus on what's important. And that's going to be trying to put this team together, man. We are going to try to steal him from West Virginia. I don't feel comfortable he's Mr. Basketball for us, but I don't something don't feel right. Something about it just don't feel right. So I'm gonna let it go, actually. But no, we'll keep him. We'll keep him. We just have to be aware that we skip him when it's time to, when it's time to do all the other stuff. And I think I will go for the 6. I'll go for the 6'4" over the 6'3". I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though it looks like he is a better player in terms of rating, I think I'll rock with Buddy. We don't know much about his game though. That's the only thing. We don't know much about his game. But I think we already are going to go see Sherrod, so we're good with Sherrod. And I think we should go continue working here. Cause I can go game and see both? No, we don't have enough points. Cause that's a downside to being still saying this small program. Is that we don't have any control over this. And we're gonna get to the next day. They're gonna ask us, do we want to stop? And we're gonna say, would you like to stop simulation? No. Hit B immediately. And we're gonna offer these dudes ASAP. Not even gonna wait. Skipping you, cause look, West Virginia, they automatically get this boost right out of that. And we're gonna prioritize. And I feel content with what we just did. Those guys are making me uneasy. It's like, what the hell is West Virginia doing to people, bro? Like, West Virginia, y'all gotta be on nonsense, man. Conrad Gray, 7-footer, is going to be look like he gonna be heading to Penn State, man. We can let that go. We got some power conference schools involved with him too. So this is the recruiting game, man. It doesn't always go your way. We just got a chance to see that in real time. Doesn't always go your way. But the things that you can do to help yourself are to be consistent, try to be first. Those things are going to be very, very important. And with House, it may actually be a wash, if I'm being honest, because I think, with him, it may be a wash. We already got a PG, and the PG is better than him. Let's try to see if we can make up some ground. Small conference life, man. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. A lot of people have been asking more and more questions. Starting to see a lot more questions when it comes to the Reddit and things like that. When people are asking, like, how do you get these players to come to your program, bro? It's a lot of consistent work that's being done. Like, you recruiting the players since they're a freshman is a good way. Going to the ABL games, making sure that you're locked in on that particular recruit. Also being sure to be first. Like, being first helps. Some people say it helps, some people say it doesn't. I think it helps. Right now we got 5 guys with a pro buzz that could get them to the league. So we are in great shape. Look, you can't make me be mad at this team right now. And they can't even try to make me be mad at this team. Bonus drills last week we did attack basket for Mo. We'll do passing because I think passing will get him a bump. And we'll go rebounding for Cass. But now I'm liking my team so far. I think we've got to a point where, like I said, this team is great. And it's like consistently great every year. God, why don't get him last minute perfect though? Met him step for step. I hate the way he charged that pass up though. That was ugly. Okay pass. I was getting ready to say, like, I thought he was going to hit him on the screen. Good shit. Keep on. He should have got hit by that screen. Oh, also, we have 2Ks coming out soon, so you guys are going to also start getting, people have asked me what else am I going to be playing. You'll see me with my Pro-Am squad, the team I normally run with. Y'all see a couple streams with those guys. Warning ahead of time, they talk crazy. So don't be confused. I'm going to try to see if I can chat link it just to kind of break up the monotony and continue to build. You never know who will see you when you're playing certain games. We talked about GTA, all of the GTAs we've talked about, but specifically the new GTA that's going to be coming out at the end of this year. We're going to try to play for sure. But that won't be on stream. Those will be like standalone playthrough, walkthrough style with camera. I'm looking forward to it. And then the thing that I want to do is I want to do the walkthrough, but I also want to make sure that I save all the cutscenes and make it like, this is how I want to do it. This is just an idea that I had. I could do it in a way where we do the walkthrough with the image or with the images and the content, and then we kind of like make it movie style where like all the cutscenes are together. So I think that there have been channels in the past that just do it that way, where they just like they'll play a game and they just show you all the cutscenes. So I think I may do like walkthrough, but at the end of everything, put it all together and do a story like basically like a little movie. Try to do that for all of the games that we do a walkthrough for, just to have some additional content out there. Maybe somebody just like, some people just like to watch games, yo. I think I've learned so much going out into the world, meeting new people, whether it's networking in my career or just, just meeting people out on the street or meeting like our executive producer's family. Like her sister is a gamer, and her whole friend group is straight gamers. So you start learning about other games. Her little brother plays games. Like some people just like video games. So I think that that'll be a nice change. I'm trying to make sure that we continue to grow while also continue to be like an excellent student at the same time. So this has been fun for me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that helps me continue to like stay creative, stay sharp in ways that are not me being a student. Because at a certain point, you being a student is tiring. Like you get tired of looking at lab values and all that type of stuff, because that's what pharmacy school, a lot of that is going to be like a lot. You're going to look at a lot of lab values. You're going to look at a lot of math, a lot of science. So it's nice to just come in the crib one day and just play a game. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a mistake. Let's see. He's the only person we can get to campus? I think we do it. West Virginia is making me uncomfortable, yo. West Virginia is making me uncomfortable, dog. What in the world? Can't wait to get these braces off, man. And we hope that we did that right. West Virginia, bro. West Virginia, what is the deal, yo? And we lost one. It's tough. Well, nah, all is not lost. He wants to play at a big program. And he wants to be close to home. Damn. It's the second year in a row. It's the second year in a row UConn would have got us, man. But it's nice to know it now rather than to see it as late as we saw it last year. Last year, that hurt. Like we lost Dale Doss somewhere towards because we were going back and forth every week. So we lost him somewhere towards the end of last year, man. That would have been game changing for us. You know what I'm saying? 2 All-Americans on the roster would have been great. Doesn't always work out like that, though. And we're going to still keep working with him. All is not lost. It's not impossible. We've already started to commit points to him, so I think we should still continue to commit to the actions that we've chosen already. And I just want to see something. Starting to see some improvement with our guys already, so that's just always a good sign. We're going to look at player progression right quick. Mo, what's the word? Mo solid. And the fact that we just found him, just ran off the random is still crazy to me. Jesse being this good, this young is, about to say, it's definitely a good thing. We're gonna go rebounding for Boyd because he's in the red for rebounding. What can we do for Boyd? Low post defense can get him a bump. Attack basket can get bumped up. We went awareness and shooting, so all the shooting stuff is gonna move. Low post defense is not gonna bust, so we're gonna go low post defense for post defense for Bolt, and then we'll go ahead and do rebounding for Cash, and we'll just keep working. Once again, these are the tedious parts. We have played no games tonight. We haven't played a game yet. It's tedious. That not being a block is crazy. But it's user error. The fact that he jumped, missed the block, and still got it in the air is crazy. And I'm missing a block on some simple stuff now. Can't make it no easier than this. Yeah, shit. Good move. Tough move. All right, come on now. You better not fail this drill. Getting too overzealous sometimes. That time just being late. You like that move, I see. Spamming at this point. That'll work. We got the bump up we wanted, so I can't really complain. Whenever we get what we came to get in any drill, can't really be mad at it. Can't find a reason to complain. We're gonna go grab rebound with Cash, and I've been trying to work on that clash. All right, good. We should be straight. One of the easier drills, just because it doesn't require as many points as the others. All right, good work. Gonna be a consistent grind for the rest of the year, trying to improve his team and trying to make sure everybody gets better. It's not always easy. So it's easier said than done most of the time, but you're gonna look at what this bump is gonna look like. Because even though we were first, he wants to go to a big program. We can't really fight with that. Can't fight with it. So, and this will be like the time where we start seeing like a change in the style of play for the players that are being recruited by us. Like seeing stretch fours now, it's like that's a pretty big deal. I don't know. Let's keep working, man. You already know that's what we want. Crawford, start working on him because now it would be counterproductive to continue pumping points into McCroskey. We could try to get him to get to a point where if we do 4 more visits, we don't even have enough time. We would have to do so much work just to get him to 100. And then he doesn't have playing time it's easy to manipulate the playing time. Like you can manipulate that very easily. I'd never really worry when I see that on anybody's list. We can finesse you easy. That's what I think when I see it. We can finesse you easy, like as easy as possible. But for those recruits that don't have that in their priorities at all, it could be a little bit more difficult to manipulate them with quote unquote, like we like to call it friends of the program. If you've never seen Blue Chips, watch that. You'll know exactly what I mean by friends of the program. Friends of the program is like they were giving them cars, and I don't see it as cheating because it's like if you want to change your own players around their positions, and so be it. They're your players, but you can change around player positions to influence or basically to influence how that recruit sees your team. So, for example, in his case, let's go. I think he's a power forward. So what we would do is would take all the power forwards off the roster in terms of say Castro and Lindemann. We would make them temporarily we'll make them small forwards instead of power forwards or centers or whatever we could do without affecting other recruits. We'll put them in those spots just so that he can think there's an open spot and there's immediate playing time. That's the easiest to manipulate. You cannot manipulate big program. It's either you're a big program or you're not. Yeah. So it really only pertains to that one aspect of the recruiting process. Is just focusing on rebounding, inside scoring. So he's doing rebounding with me and in his drills. I would like to see him be more of a stopper, but this is his senior year, so he's already what he is at this point. And with him, we just got to be diligent. Got to be diligent with Cass. Like I said, it's one of the more tedious things that have to do with a team, but tedious, but pays dividends later on. The team is going to continuously improve. And I'm sitting here looking at my side controls. Just gonna go ahead and restart that program just so it could be a little bit easier. Early jump. Also, the angles from here are off a little bit to me. And he looks like he's like either the same height or maybe like slightly taller. Cause he's getting a few of those late jumps and he's still getting to the board. Good work though. We'll open and close here. And let's find somebody else that's on the cusp of a bump up in a ratings category before we move out of this week. I don't want to do the thing that I normally do when I start to get tired in the night, is where we tend to start just letting go of our principles that we've established for the program, because that's what happened in the Miami game. Like, we knew what the game plan was and we did the exact opposite. Like, we knew it's a 1-3-1 matchup. Get the ball to the post and work from there. Like, break them down in the post, pass out, you know what I'm saying? Do what's necessary. And we just kind of started doing whatever we wanted to do. And you see the result that we got. So who's close to something? Rebounding defense is what he has. We can go attack basket, but he's a sophomore, yo. Come on, like, he has nothing but time. We can go rebounder, or we can go low post defense again, actually. Low post defense for both. And I'll keep saying low post defense, like it's just not post defense. See what we got. No block? The angle's off. Late. Good shot, though. Got him. Ooh. And we're in the negative. It's tough. Another missed block. Come on, lock in, Bo. Come on, man. Usually he can stay in the air long enough to still get that block, and it's happened once or twice. Look at that. Off his face is crazy. And we're gonna make sure we pass now. Still missing a block though. One more good one, come on. Look at that. Good move. Not as good as the last time, but we passed. Got him. Not as good as last time, but we passed. That's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. Go get what you came for, so. It's another good week for training and conditioning and development all around. So let's move. We've done all of our emails and we have our first game coming up. So this week is going to be a little tighter than all the other weeks. And I should have done a better job of scheduling, but it's cool. It is what it is. We'll have some open weeks later. Okay. We moved up a little bit. It would be nice to see why. I think I'm going to actually go look at the poll before we move into this VCU game. No college hoops tonight. And we can stop right there. Let's move. We got both of our save files done. And we are going to actually, before we start to do anything crazy, we're going to make a quick transition to fix the monitors, and we're going to be right back. All right, so just to get ourselves reacclimated to the screen that we need to be to play the game and just see the game only, we just went ahead and made that quick change. We're going to be playing VCU, but I want to see why the polls changed. Gonzaga lost twice. Let's see who else dropped. Georgetown lost once. Louisville lost once. Texas A&M lost. Well, who did they lose to? Because that's a hell of a drop. They lost to Rice. Okay, that could be why. And I'm glad that we did that when we did it, because it's going to look better when we get to the other part. But it's interesting. I want to do a quick little preview before we get started. We're going to do our MEAC conference preview like we normally do before we get started with our first game of the season. Or I want to make it a habit, at least, to do it before our first game of the season every year. Of course, we're in the MEAC. MEAC is going to be the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. The founding, the members, and all of that stuff doesn't really matter. Well, I guess you can say it matters. We have 12 teams in the conference, so we have 11 opponents that we have to play against throughout the season. We have 18 total games in the conference that we play every year. Last few seasons, we've been fortunate enough to be undefeated in all of our MEAC games, which is great, which does not always happen. It's not a guarantee. It is something that can happen as you continue to improve your team, but it's not a given. It's not a given. It's something that you have to earn. 4 Final Fours, 2 championships, and 1 tournament bid. That is all us in terms of how we've continued to play. The records don't look that great, so I would love for the conference to improve as we are improving, but it doesn't always happen that way. A lot of times these teams early on end up being fodder for like the better teams. Their records are kind of bolstered by their wins against these smaller conference teams. This stuff I'm not really worried about just yet. This is what if anything, this is what I'm here for. Best overall player, best freshman, best shooter, best playmaker, best pro prospect, and best defender are all our guys. We started this game, started this legacy mode out wanting this screen to be dominated by us, and we felt like once we had got to that point where this screen was dominated by our players, we were in really, really good shape. That is a sign to me that we are really doing what's necessary to be one of the better teams in the country, not just the conference. These things don't really matter. I'm going to actually go over to the ACC to see if Duke is doing the same thing in their conference, because, man, surprisingly, Duke does not dominate their side. Duke's team is insane. And it's like, what makes him a better pro than him? It's always interesting to see, man. It's always interesting to see. It's a variety of different things that go into it. Size, position, potential, awareness. All those things are factors. But we'll talk about that more in standalone. But let's get to recruiting VCU. That is the task at hand right now. Recruiting against my alma mater, VCU. We're the Rams, of course. And at this point in the game, they were still in the CAA, or the Colonial Athletic Association. It's a mid-major conference. They've never been to the Final Four at this point. 11 tournament bids. Anthony Grant is the coach. He is a prime candidate for a lot of jobs, which is why I'm surprised he's still here. This is a job that I would take if I had the opportunity. It would be a slight bump up in points. We'll go up from 3,000 points with the small conference to 4,500 with the mid-major. The only other steps up you would have would be for a major, which is going to be 5,000 points. And it's a very small group of schools that you can do that at. If I'm not mistaken, Mountain West is considered to be one of the major conferences. So those teams that are there, as well as only like maybe one or two conferences are considered major. You have Deshaun Christie at the 1, Marion Roller at the 2, Stefan Pesiukis at the 3. That's funny to us because he is actually somebody that we recruited and lost to VCU. Cordell Henning at the 4 and Emmett Temple at the 5. No coaches on the floor, and I can't really see a situation where anybody would get enough of a boost to make them a coach on the floor. I wanted to play this game, number one, because I consider it to be what I would consider to be a job interview game. There's a theory that floats around different circles, whether it be Reddit, Discord, or just people on Operation Sports or in the comments of different videos, that if you play a team and you beat them enough, there'll be situations where you'll have a chance to then coach that team when the coaching carousel comes around. The likelihood of you getting an opportunity, if it becomes available, is a bit higher. So also Giddens is somebody that we also recruited as well. So there's a lot of familiar faces on this team. I just went to look at their numbers. Their numbers really aren't that important to me all the time. I just try to see if there's a major drop-off or if there's balance with their scoring. Most of their shots are going to be from the three-point line, and as well as from close proximity to the basket, low fast break. They're going to be on the offensive boards. I always focus mostly on the defense. The defense is going to be the most important part because how are we going to score? It's going to be always important. The only thing that I think is funny is I see the difference between when Coach Grant was there versus when Coach Smart was there. Coach Grant seems to have run a full court trap, and then Shaka Smart tended to run a 1-2-1-1, which is what we run as well, which is considered to be cheese on the game sometimes. Depending on how proficient you are with it, they're going to always run that press. It's not a good thing. It's going to be tight pressure. Yeah, I know how this team plays. And we are going to do a better job with this report card thing this year. So we are going to go ahead and look at it and make sure that we look at it again when we actually get out. And that should be everything that we need. Make sure we get back to that top card. So when we do our next recruiting segment, our next scouting segment, we can go straight to what we need to go to. This is the matchup as a whole. And I forgot to read out their individual ratings in different categories, but we have them overmatched right now. We're still a 91 overall, which is great. So no drop off from last year, in spite of the fact that we lost 3 guys. It's always a good sign. It's our first game of the year, so we have to make sure everything is in its proper place. And everything looks to be good on that side. Our plays, no, we don't want to practice plays. We just want to make sure our plays are right. Our offense is perfect in that way. And let's look at our situational lineups. And that's funny. It's like they just knew what to do. All right, I'm good with that. Everything else is as it seems. There's no changes that were made to our sliders because we did not win the championship. I did say that if we won the championship, we were definitely gonna make some changes. But as it stands right now, we lost, so we gotta stick to what we got. It obviously is somewhere. It's at a point where we can still lose, so we got some more work to do, boy. But let's get this money, man. Let's go ahead and jump into our first game of the year, going up against undefeated VCU, and they're coming to see us, unlike they did the first time that we played them in this legacy mode. Gotta work on that team unity. The team is young, so bear with us. We're gonna let the commentators do their thing as always.
It's college hoops on 2K Sports. The Virginia Commonwealth Rams square up against the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. This should be a whale of a game. Hello, basketball fans. We're here at the Heights Athletic Center. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. Give us your take, Bill.
This game features a great matchup at the point guard position. King is a superb point guard. I love his offensive awareness. He knows how to manipulate defenders and really gets in their heads. Christie is also right up there with the best point guards in the country. He's got that special knack for finding the open man, and he can pick defenses apart. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
Maryland Eastern Shore controls the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. Feeds it to the left wing. Clement. Dishes it to the wing. King can't get the jumper to fall. And it's still knotted up 0. Heseyukas has it right wing. And the ball will land out of bounds after the errant shot.
And all right, I saw a comment. Bat, what's going on, boy? We are actually not leaving soon. We are open to it, but it's not a definite.
They're bringing the double team. Clement
Try to be patient to see what's what.
Castro to the rim. That will be a goal.
Yo, first game of the season, we're already doing it, and we did that wrong. So we just got to do it better. I'm just trying to get settled. I usually have a stand that lets me see what's going on with the chat while we're working, but got it upstairs tonight. Let's get fancy with it. Let's get to work. But now we're not changing teams soon. These are just the teams that we would go to. I would go to VCU. They don't really have a national presence yet. Of course, I already talked about St. John's. I'm trying to stick to teams that have no Final Fours, no championships, nothing like that. St. John's has Final Fours, but no real success as of late. So that's really going to be the deciding factor for us there.
King dumps it off, leads him with the pass.
Got him. Saying Bolt been waiting to be the man, so gotta let him get his shine when the time comes.
Catches it, high post. Temple passes down low. Last shot laid in by Henning.
And by that basket, we are weak, boy.
And closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room for anybody to do anything about it. Last shot dunked down by Castro.
Ooh, he felt the bump. Get there.
It's tipped, but it's recovered by Christie. Slides in.
Bo, come on, bro.
They narrow the gap to 2. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info for us.
That'll work. And you got banged on.
He said he has great confidence in his players' defensive ability. They have been concentrating on pressuring the ball, and he's fairly
no steal is passing into my players and getting no steal is crazy.
And create some opportunities for easy buckets today, guys.
Thank you, Tracy. That last three-pointer was missed by Rolo.
Great rebound.
Come on, Jess. Let's go, Jess. Come on, boy. What's that?
Clement is whistled for reaching in.
BS reach, but we'll take it. It's cool.
Checks in for the first time.
Oh, you can't come across the body like that. That is a textbook reach.
Root inbounds the ball. Right wing. Christie from deep. Boatner snatches the rebound. With nobody around, he's still...
Hassan just getting the opportunity to have a dunk contest in game. What? Son, that animation is so ass.
By 6. Under 12 minutes left in the half. Castro takes it up strong.
That'll work, though. We didn't need no whack animation to get that. Pressure. Under pressure. Under pressure.
Launches it. Hauled in by Boatner.
You can't afford to spot the other team any more points, Fern. They're in danger of letting this game be over before the second half.
Kicks it out to the wing. Clemens.
Oh, we see what we got. We see what we got. Look, look, look.
Skips it to the baseline.
Come on, Jess. Let's get to work. Come on, Jess.
Anticipates the pass.
I'd love to see that.
Good pass, boy.
Such a deep burn.
Temple inbounds the ball. Virginia Commonwealth has had serious problems.
Nobody like us when we locked in, man.
And Tracy has a report from
We already at level 1 this early in the game. Level 1 within the first 5 minutes. That'll work, man. Every time.
Sounds like he'd rather have some
We are already at level 1.
keep giving up all those easy baskets.
Thanks, Tracy. One-on-one. Clemens gets the reach-in call.
And they keep making them reach.
Oh, you can't come across the body like that. That is a textbook reach.
Nice little crossover.
Love the strength. He fought through the foul.
I was so concerned about the passing lane that I forgot that that's his actual man.
Can't convert the three-point play. Dishes, left wing. Castro gets it.
Submitty.
King puts it up. Root yanks it down inside.
He's working on those boards, though.
Rebound hard. Great work.
Roller ends it off.
So the same play back to back. So two plays where we're giving up fouls that early. Same play, turn over the shoulder, easy bucket. I guess, man. The game is going to do what the game does. And it's low impact to them because it's like if you make it, you make it. If you miss it, you miss it. It's whatever. Who cares? I'm calling cap, though.
Agudio inbounds the ball. They're going to double team it. Just over 10
Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Clemens beats it to the low block.
Come on, boy.
Boatner
You know what type of time he's on. He's trying to get to the lead. So he wants his assist.
Right wing.
Get there. Cut that off.
Can't hit from beyond the arc. He'll make that one most of the time.
But the D got a break on that one.
Leads him in.
Way to keep running. Lead pass. Hell of a lead pass. Put pressure on Giddens, bro. Put pressure on anybody that didn't come here. Let them do what they do down there, man.
No good. Those are the kind of misses that his teammates will never let him live down.
Oh, Jess, we needed you to keep running.
Nice pass.
That's on. We see you down there, boy.
Boatner backs down.
Right back.
Bounces it to the baseline.
Jess is over there, Dolly.
From deep.
Come on, Jess. They might need a timeout, so.
Skips it to the right wing.
It's a bad jump. Got there, though.
Lets it go. Can't put an end to the run. He got the look he wanted to there, Bill.
I wouldn't let him have too many more of those.
That's a foul. We getting the same plays y'all getting. Those are fouls. And we building. That's good work. Let's look at our energy levels. Right now, energy is still great. The thing about playing platoon is you finding that sweet spot of when to take people out to allow them to get their numbers and try to find yourself in a position where you can get awards. But like I said, we just want to make sure we beat VCU. That's the thing. We want to make sure we beat this team so that when Anthony Grant leaves, we can take this spot.
Are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
We don't know when that's going to be. Typically, he's a candidate for like the Duke job. Those really power conference schools. It's really like his bread and butter is going to be all power conference. So some of the jobs that have become available, he's been a candidate for, and that's to be able to get a basket without looking at the hoop is just so crazy to me.
Just over 8 minutes left in the half.
You're going to drop off.
Passes right wing.
You're late.
Boatner catches it.
He has a jump shot. He has a jump shot.
From 18 feet. And they now go up by 14.
Good pressure, boy. Pass back. Pass back. Couldn't get there. Come around.
Passes to the left. Backs him down. Pulls the trigger.
Ooh.
Goaltending. Count the shot.
Man, goaltenders are like our Achilles heel. Get enough space right there.
They're going to bring the full court press for it. We'll see if they have the ball handlers to deal with it.
Castro is like, bro, if this is the way y'all gonna guard me all year, then gonna be a good year for me. He's like, the league wants to see me score. I gotta score, man.
Takes it up.
Good work. Way to get around that screen, though. That was great.
Maryland Eastern Shore carries it up. They're on a 13-4 run.
There's nothing he can do but shake his head on that one and move on.
The Hawks will retain.
That's a good defense. I'm trying to find a good point to bring them in.
Dishes it to the left side. King
Back up.
it left wing. Dumps it down low. Boatner backs in. Agudio.
It's a good closeout. That was a better closeout than usual.
He's shooting 100% from downtown. Virginia Commonwealth.
It's good work. We're up 17, and I think that this is the time. Now's the time. See what our bench looks like.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Start off the year good. I think the goal is to become even more composed.
Henning inbounds the ball.
Even more composed, man. That's really the goal. Be even more composed than we were in previous games.
Henning scoops it up. Stolen by Maryland Eastern Shore. Listen to
Oh,
This kind of excitement is why I love college basketball.
that boy said he got yanked.
that defender clearly
That left to right is crazy.
He tried to make the shot.
Yep, that's an
Good
open
work,
and
boy.
shut case. He got hacked.
And the thing is, the not getting Dale Doss works out perfectly for a player like Bart. Because now Bart is going to get bumped just off the strength that there's no other guard right there. So now we want to play all point guards.
Turner.
And I don't know if you guys know, but if you want to like increase your players overall to get them to the league,
It's deflected.
something that you can do is move your
D was really waiting for him there.
shooting guards to point guard, and you'll see a boost. Or I think it's move your shooting guard, move your point guards to shooting guard. They'll get a boost. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, that's something I'll fact check before we do the standalone video where we're teaching people how to improve their team and all that good stuff.
Grabbed inside by Henning.
You should always try
A
to force
reach?
the tough three from outside. Then
If
give
they
them
do
a
that,
shot.
it's a strength. If we do it, it's a foul.
Not a smart play there.
We're up 20 though, so we made it to level 2.
Gets the
How
second
quickly
goal as well.
how quickly we can get to level 3 will influence if we
Inbounds the
stay.
ball. The Hawks
If we
have
get to
got
level
a
3
nice
quick.
lead. High post. Kicks it out to the wing. Hakavicius from
Oh wow, that's an ugly shot, but we cashed it.
39-17.
Go on that line though. B's coming back out.
Deflects the pass, and it's gathered up by Lang.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He
Oh, good
bounced in
defense, though.
And picked that one off easily.
Temple. It's stolen by Lang, and that'll be his second steal of the contest. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
no, find it. Look.
Wait for the step And then capitalize.
Make an adjustment.
Passes it to the left side. Hakavicius
Gave
has
it up.
right
Oh, he
wing.
gave it up. Who's over there? B. Go to A.
Crosswhite has it left side. Goes up. The
Good work,
fadeaway
boy.
was nailed
Had to get back there.
by 24, but it's recovered by Christie. Rowland takes the shot. He
Good
just
move.
missed
Good
it.
hop step.
No three-point opportunity.
Hop step to the bucket is tough. That's tough. Strong move. Strong move. Strong move. Like I said, I'm going to let the bigs do their thing. I'm going to let them get their blocks. Because if I do it, it's going to always mess it up. Like, if I do it, it's the likelihood of me getting the block versus them just getting the block for themselves it's more likely that they'll just get it.
He gets them both. Gibbons comes in off the bench.
Because the amount of gold tens and fouls that I get is just, it's just disproportionate.
Takes it up.
And one, good take, boy.
He'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
And this is actually the stretch four.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play.
Trying to see if I can break that pass up. That with him. That with him. X is coming around. Or he should be coming around.
Christie swings it to the right wing. Bounces it to the left wing. Gibbons takes a three. Lindemann grabs the rebound inside. Hakavicius dishes to the left.
We can come back up. We don't have to rush anything. We got a stretch now, so let's see if he can actually shoot off the screen.
Skip pass to the stripe. Raises up.
Yes, sir.
On the assist by Crosswell. He's got 5.
Do I have the manual? Nah. I don't think so, at least.
Gibbons
I can go check the case.
catches it outright. Root passes to the wing.
Too much movement. Got to move too much. And they just let him stand there by himself. It's crazy.
Hakavicius
My guy's got to be better than that.
The Hawks have got a nice lead. Lindemann goes up.
Good stuff, boy.
And they're now out in front by 27.
Almost got that. Bad jump, though.
Takes it up. Reeled in by Hakavicius.
Christie is in a pretty cold stretch right now.
Take, boy.
And there's a danger that it's going to start to rub off on the rest of the team.
Ooh. The angling looked decent at first.
Bounces it to the wing. Christie. Beats it to the baseline. Christie snatches it down inside. The last layup, no good. 2:05 left in the first half.
The D really did his job there to make him change the shot.
No foul. It's tough.
Layup was dropped in by Lindemann. Crosswell is tagged with the reach.
Yeah, that was a good rotation. That's why they gave him a foul. It's a good rotation.
And he was too slow that time.
Come on, man. And this whole, they in the bonus situation. Come on, man. What are we doing right now? And we might actually slide because we have a 30-point mercy rule.
Temple with the inside leaner. Connell pulls it in. The Hawks take it up court. They're on a 16-4 run. Bounce pass down low.
Jesus Christ. Good defense.
Lindemann.
But we see what we got. Make the big work down there.
Crosswhite skips it to the left. Right corner. Goes to the
That shot ain't going to work. That shot, we going to have to work on that shot.
This guy can usually finish
Oh, yeah, no.
traffic.
Don't do that. Not against us, no.
Even for him
They're
on
going to
that
get
run.
ball. We'll get possession.
Lang gets the tie-up.
Perfect for
The
me.
offense is going to keep it with the possession arrow pointed their way. Davis inbounds the ball. The
Good hands.
Rams will get this one back. Dumps it inside. The little leaner was hit by Pasiukas.
Connolly
Now
jumping
behind
like that
by
early is just
29.
tough.
1:01 left in the first half. Connolly from 6 feet away.
The bucket boy.
Backboard and in. They're in front, 54-23. Stolen away by Maryland Eastern Shore.
Hakavicius. Oh,
Good finish.
Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
By 33.
Pass back.
Knocked loose. And it's controlled by Maryland Eastern Shore. Crosswhite dumps it off. Dishes it to the high post. Lang gets it right wing.
Gave it up.
Lindemann keeps it alive on the offensive end. Behind the arc.
That was a heat check. Jesus, that was a heat check.
But they're still up by.
We didn't have to shoot that. That was crazy. That just messed the percentages up. Yeah, we didn't have to shoot that. We've been getting all efficient buckets, and we just kind of lost ourselves for a second.
Heseyukas tosses it up. No good from beyond the arc. That's the half. We're headed to the locker room with the score 56.
I'm saying you can get there, Bat. You can get there, man. Just gotta find plays that work for you and your team. Like I'm able to get certain open looks just off of the fact that like I know I can get an open shot on certain plays. Like I know I can get an open shot with a center low block. I know I can get an open shot there. I know I can get an open shot with PG combo, PG choice. Like you just gotta sit and really figure out based on what your team can do, what's the best play. And for different teams, it's gonna be different things. We're gonna make these changes right quick because we shouldn't be here too much longer. We're gonna go full court trap because when we break out, that's gonna be the optimal. That's gonna be the optimal call for them in the sim. And I think I'll play it to 40. Or should I just break out?
Well, guys,
like they're in the zone again, so now we're gonna go PG choice. X is gonna step up, move over, pass back, move over, back, over.
Responded best when they played out of their comfort zone by mixing things up.
We're just getting efficient buckets. That's it.
Back to you, Vern.
Thank you, Tracy. He is so smooth taking it in.
Kind of exploiting all those weak points.
Somebody's got to step in.
That's the way we've been able to build these leads whenever we're playing. Exploiting all weak points.
Christie swings it to the right wing. Got into the paint, and it's yanked down by Henning. Agudio passes it up court. To the elbow. Passes it to the left side.
We also had to take our time, too.
Castro goes up. Castro gets the board inside. Boatner has it down low. Feeds baseline.
That's good work. It's almost like they know the play.
Catches it top of the key.
Good thing about having a stretch at the 4 is crazy. Oh yeah, he
They need to get a shot off. Last attempt.
Giving him that layup is tough.
It's 1-on-1. Leads him with the pass.
Get out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried
reward
to
the bit, bro. Get your reward.
The big guy has spoken. Right wing. Boatner backs in. Passes to the baseline. Agudio passes it back to the baseline. King gets it on the corner.
Left side. Oh, come on, bro. Like, see, now we're just missing shots. And this is why I normally just break out. I try to break out before they start cheating me. Because like we should be shooting in the 70s still, maybe. Barely. See? Yeah, it's time for me to go. Yeah, it's no point. Let's just break out. We up 35. Like there are no positives that are gonna come from this. And the game is just gonna try to make it even as possible. So we should just break out. That's why I instituted the mercy rule. There's just no point in us sitting here wasting y'all time with this. We wound up winning by 46. That ain't bad. And we still wound up shooting fairly decent. Let's look at the numbers. Double from both, 16 and 8 from A. I'm not expecting the most impressive numbers in the world either from this team. Like, I know that the team will get better as the season progresses, so I'm not really tripping off of any of that stuff. No, wrong one. That's our offline legacy mode. And because that game went by so quickly, we have some time where we can move to the Cincinnati game. And then after the Natty game, I'm saying Natty. I don't want nobody to get confused. Cincinnati. After we get past the Cincinnati game, we'll go ahead and move to I think we might have crippled ourselves. It's not a Sunday game, but I think it still gave us grief. Because when is this game? That game is Saturday, so what the fuck? Can't do anything just yet. Got to make it past this Cincinnati game. So let's actually take a look at that. And we are going to have to make a quick change. So give me 1 second. All right, went ahead and made some changes to the screen, and we are actually going to try to jump into the Cincinnati game as quickly as possible. It's getting close to 3 in the morning on the East Coast. So, like I said, I got class in the morning, got an appointment in the morning too. So let's actually just get to work. Cincinnati is Big East. All right, Cincinnati Bearcats, 89 overall team, 87 offense, 89 defense, 90 shooting, 94 rebounding. In the Big East Power Conference school, we know they've been to the Final Four 6 times. I'm assuming that would be like Kenyon Martin days, all that type of stuff. Championships, I don't know when this was a thing. Mick Cronin is the coach, very good coach. We got Cyril Clement at the 1, Anand Conran at the 2, Dominique Wood at the 3, Zach Kennedy at the 4, and Trevor Vignale at the 5. No coaches on the floor, and I don't think I see anybody being able to get a boost, which is always a plus when we're playing these teams. Undefeated so far. They haven't really played anybody that I think is crazy aside from maybe Colorado. In terms of talent, they have us in North Carolina. Is this a glitch? They have North Carolina before they play us. It's not 2 teams that you want to play back to back. I'm not gonna lie to you. But go off. Yeah, we're not there. I'm like, we're not there yet. We don't have the full scouting report. They have another game. Oh, they beat UNC. Y'all better go ahead. Go ahead, boy. Let's go right back to it. Let's get to the rest of what we couldn't see before. You got Trevor Vignale as the leading scorer and leading rebounder. He's also the leader in blocks. So we got to watch out for him. But though, once again, like I said, the stats don't really matter. They play at fast tempo. Majority of their shots are coming from the 3-point line or close to the basket. They're not going to really get out on the break. They're really going to be doing their job in terms of getting offensive rebounds, or they're going to attempt to get offensive rebounds. They play a man-to-man defense as their primary defense, and they also play a 2-3 matchup from time to time. We know how to deal with that. They're going to occasionally trap us on the inbound using a half-court trap. Nothing that's too crazy. Let's go ahead and look at their report card. And before we go all the way through, we're going to take a look at VCU's report card, because we said we were going to do a better job with that. And they went from A's to a B, which is not horrible. I think if we stayed in the game, we would have made it much worse. But yeah, we kind of took it easy on them. And they also had 5 games under their belt, so I'm sure that also helps. One of those situations where we've built this team to the point that we can see that we're evenly matched or overmatched. We're overmatching our opponents. Which is in contrast to what it looked like when we first started. We 59 over, being a 59 overall team in any game is just overwhelming. Not gonna hold you. It would get to a certain point. I'd be like, all right, man, damn. We lost a few games that first year that we should have never lost. We lost to Dell State. We lost to Valpo. We lost to Iowa. We lost to UCLA by a point in the tournament. It was a rough year. Probably the roughest year I've had in the first year of any played Legacy Bowl that I've had. But we're gonna let them do their thing right quick.
The Cincinnati Bearcats. We're really excited to bring you this matchup. Hello, basketball fans. We're here in Ohio. I'm Vern Lundquist here with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson. What's your take on this, Bill?
This game features a great matchup at the point guard position. Clement is clearly up there with the greatest point guards in the nation. You can't help but notice what a smart player he is. He understands all the little aspects of the game. Clement is also among the nation's elite point guards. He's an outstanding defender in the low post, and he has wonderful fundamental skills down there. Both of them are great competitors. It should be a compelling game to watch.
No in-game boost for Mo is crazy. Mo got no in-game boost, and this court is not as well done as I thought it would be. But it's, you know, Cincinnati has a nice court. You know this play.
Kennedy, it's tipped and it's gathered up by Clemens.
I'd love to
Right
see
hand.
that. He's lurking around, then pounce. Such a thief, Vern.
Wood inbounds the ball. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, for an update. What do you have for us, Tracy?
Just before the game, I talked with Coach Cronin. He drilled his players all week on the simple task of protecting the basketball because he said this opponent.
Now, sometimes when they do stuff, I don't necessarily agree. Some of these like attempts to get to the basket and do certain things, I don't really agree with the shit.
Thanks, Tracy.
It's like you force that. Waiting to see you dribble. Waiting to see you dribble.
Thread the needle, Vern. There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
All right, let's see what we can get.
Clemens, way up court, takes it up.
Good work, boy.
Slam by Boatner.
As a point guard, you got to see that.
By one.
You got to see that.
Wood with the crossover.
Yo, he's going at him, son. He's going at Jess.
He's your main guy.
He's going at Jess right now, bro.
Hard to defend.
But we also know what kind of defense they're playing. We're gonna clear it out for a second, and then we're gonna run our plays. Gotta get some get back, Jess.
Passes it to the baseline. Agudio has
Open
it
shot.
Last
Come on,
shot
Jess, turn me up.
Vignola inbounds the ball. Just
Get that
over
off.
13 minutes
Right back
left in
to
the
it.
half.
Right back to it. Right back to it.
Alone like that. God, he'll knock him down every time. I love
And it's the AI jump for the pass and then the jump to get a foul it just makes no sense to me. And now they have the lead, so
nice touch at the
this
line.
game will not probably go like that VCU game went. At least not on the not at the start. A couple bad passes to start. So
Not a good entry pass, Vern. You just can't force it in there.
A steal by Maryland Eastern Shore.
Hassan is fast enough. This shit, boy. About to say the guards are definitely fast enough to get past you. Pass off.
Clement.
Wow. Watch B. Watch B. Watch B.
Poked away, but it's recovered.
Watch it. Watch the pass back. Watch the pass back. The play is broken. They're gonna call something else. Oh, come on.
Puts it up. Kennedy gets the rebound.
Great offensive rebound. He worked so hard to establish position.
Clement tosses it up court. Goes up.
That's tough, boy.
They now lead by one. Deflects the pass. And it's picked up by Maryland Eastern Shore.
Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. We don't have to. Don't force it.
Exactly where the
We don't
ball
have
is
to.
going.
We do have a mismatch though. Try it again. Move for me. Move for me.
Uses the crossover. Clement.
I'll take. I was trying to find a good angle. That wasn't the greatest. The big has to move right there for us to get a clean shot. But we made it work.
Makes his first appearance.
And now he's up again. And he's their leading scorer, so he's gone. So this is the time to build a lead. Leading scorers off the court. Wow.
Under 12 minutes left in the half. Clement from the line.
A shot. Good work. Good work. Good work on that side.
Now all tied up 14.
There's no question
Wow, and y'all shorted that. I felt the short. That's crazy. Full extension, that's a bucket. Full extension, that's a bucket. And the thing that this game is really, really good at doing when you're building momentum and when you have a chance to win the game is making you miss free throws and get bullshit fouls. That is like a key way that the game can just like, you know, affect the game. Fouls and missed shots. So it's going to happen. They keep running the same action. Meanwhile, they're making everything is an and one. Everything is an and one. That's so funny.
Anticipates the pass.
Oh yeah, you made a mistake though. You made a mistake and you made a mistake right back. We're kind of putting too much air under a lot of our passes. That's our third turnover. Got to be careful. It's reminiscent of the Miami game. A lot of unnecessary turnovers that we had at a certain point. And I was looking for this guy. Fall back. Somebody needs to fall back.
Leads him in. Kennedy releases.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
The offensive rebound. That last short-range shot was off.
That could be a lift for the defense. When you stop a
Good take and one. Yes, sir. Come on. Come on. We can do it too. Hassan got a kind of weird shot. Yeah, shot is weird as fuck. I gotta change it. Good foul. That's third. Okay. Somebody has two already. So we just gotta be cognizant of who has what. And we can chill. Tie game, we're on their floor.
Warren inbounds the ball.
On their floor.
Wood dumps it to the inside. Spins.
We don't get the recovery. We don't get the recovery, bro. To not get the recovery there is insane.
Gets it high post. Rises up.
To not get the recovery there is crazy. He jumped to get the ball, missed it, and then he got a recovery and just got a straightaway dunk. Just went to the lane, just dunked everybody. It's tough, man. Shots, boy. Ooh, just a little bit too quick. They can give it up. They can pass back. It's one of the good things you can do on defense. Make them give the ball up and pass back.
Down low, takes it up, banks it off the glass.
Over two. Come on, bro. Over two.
21-19. Clement hands it off.
Pass back out. Got a foul.
That's his first foul. The Bearcats are going to shake things up a little bit.
Let's look at energy because the energy changes from game to game. No, we don't need that. Oh yeah, good take. Yeah, once I saw who that was, and I saw his reaction, yeah, we're going to the basket. Pass back. Ooh, missed it. They are forcing it now. They're forcing it. That's an open shot. Yeah, I just sitting there looking at him and shit.
We've got a tie ball game. About 9.5 minutes left in the
Gotta watch that red bar because you know how that game treated us with the red bar last game. That Miami game, that red bar is unforgiving sometimes. Get around.
Passes to the right.
To let him walk a tightrope right there is just insanity, bro.
Rejection with the second effort. Yanked down inside by Boatner. Nice work by the big.
Give me something fancy. Come on. And the way that we have our sliders set up, you saw him kind of like hawk him. We have it like that on purpose. And we left. If we left him vanilla, that would have been a breakaway dunk right there. Oh my God, bro!
They have to bring more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
Back out. Move. Let's go. And I'm starting to like this play just because we do have stretch fours now.
Has it on the elbow.
We do have stretch fours now. Thank you. Yeah, let's look at our subs. We starting to get close. Once we start to see the 70s, we're gonna start thinking about bringing in our next wave of guys. Just because I think because of how good our second team is, they will wear down that team. And Vignale is back, so we're going to go to the paint with it. We got to have a game plan every game. That's something that I can't have happen again. Not having a real game plan or like deviating away from it is that's why we lost. Because we lost by 3. Like, we lost a game that we were winning. So just deviated away from our own plan and shit fell apart. But if we stay focused here, we should be good. But yeah, you're not fast enough. Not fast enough, boy.
And they're now out in front by 4. Cousinar beats it to the left wing.
Desperation.
Knocked loose, and it's scooped up by Agudio. The D was really waiting for him there.
You dunked on. Come on.
Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
Wood inbounds.
Working our way towards level 1. Come on.
Are really struggling. Hands it off.
Nah, we'll stay whole time because this is the last one of the night. So we'll stay whole time.
Right wing.
We'll bypass the mercy rule this game. Looking at that action on the other side with the center in the shooting guard. Step back.
Knocked loose, and it's gathered up.
To strip him immediately on a pass is crazy, bro. Like, and they called a foul. Get the fuck out of here, man. They love doing that. They love doing that. First off, he's not even in the fucking air when we jump. Then you give him a perfect situation where he gets fouled. Like, fuck out of here. That's perfect too. Bastard.
They push their lead to
Good work,
5.
boys.
About 6.5 minutes left in the half.
I gotta cheat harder than that, man. No, we're not falling for it. We're not falling for it. Gotta cheat harder. And now we're gonna just make my guys do this stuff now, right? Right back, Jess.
Right wing. From down low. Grabbed by Wood.
Too many back downs. Too many back downs.
Leads him with the pass. Wood shoots it. Knocks it down from 3-point range.
That's cool.
And they're now behind by 2.
Like I said, as a point guard, you gotta see it. Gotta see it.
And they're up by 4. Cousinar has the ball. Bounce pass to the free throw line.
They want that pass to the basket so they can just turn over the shoulder and get a shot.
Has it left wing.
Rotate back. Good job. Good job. Good job. Jess has to step with him, though. Jess has to step.
Free throw line. Souffrant from 18 feet away. Bullseye. They narrow the gap to 2. Agudio kicks it out to the wing. Boatner catches it outright from long range.
It's a good shot. Good ball movement.
He's shooting 100% from deep. The Bearcats with some difficulties. Stolen by Clemens.
Jump shot is crazy. From damn near the side of the basket is a jump shot. Backcourt. Come on, man. And we can go ahead and use this as we would have forgot. That's why getting caught up in the game. Getting caught up in the game. Getting caught up in the game. And we're starting to see that's something that we have to be aware of. Making sure that we don't get too caught up in the game sometimes. And you got to sometimes force yourself to get close.
Pass, top of the key.
Oh, yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb as hell.
They're up 41-33. Dangerous pass.
It's a lot of pressure down there. What the fuck are y'all doing?
He knew right where to be.
Crosswhite crosses it over.
Bart, come on. Bart, you gotta make a better move. For the team, you gotta make a better move, boy.
Crosswhite, lead pass down
The
low.
pass. And one. Come on.
That foul and get to the line for the 3
Risky.
opportunity.
Risky pass, but it paid off.
Out on the floor, didn't get much of a rest.
And I like this team, man. I like the teams that we've built. Like, they're not the greatest recruits, of course, but they're a really good team.
Backs on the free throw
Like, for example, like that
3-point
Duke
line.
team is like,
Inbounds the ball.
the Duke team is considered to be crazy.
Such great instincts. He
And one.
knew exactly
Ooh.
where the ball was going.
I feel like I rushed that one.
Bearcats will try to end this run.
That's
Conley pulls the trigger.
That was damn near backcourt.
But they're still behind.
But to see him get a basket steal is crazy. Ooh.
Flow the offense with this half-court trap.
A good shot.
Pulled in by Conley.
Not good enough, though.
Right wing.
Oh, you can't dribble?
Goes out of bounds.
You can't dribble, bro?
Last touch by
A
Maryland
C?
Eastern Shore.
A C gets you that is tough. A C just has you just your first dribble, you just go out of bounds.
About 3.5 minutes
It's crazy,
less than the half.
but it's the level of difficulty. Go step for step with him. Watch this action down there.
Souffrant launches one from beyond the arc.
That's cool.
Gets it to fall. He's got 5.
Watch what's available.
Lang
Oh yeah, that was
dishes
dumb.
to the baseline. Goes up. And
Thank
they
you.
call goaltending. They'll give him the bucket.
Because they were going to cheat us, but you came and did some dumb shit, so thanks. Do an icon pass, yeah.
Conrad inbounds the ball. 2:53 left in the first half.
Majority of the time, it's an icon. Only passes that I would consider not to be icon passes are probably my oop passes. That's it.
Outright. Clement. Full net.
And they giving them too much space right now.
Leads him in. Pakavicius takes it up.
He wasn't having
Bad
anything.
animation.
He'll think twice before coming inside on him again.
That last basket was
Bad animation, bad pass. We'll take responsibility for that one.
Has it on the elbow. Pakavicius passes it back to the right.
It's good work. It's you gotta force it sometimes. On their home floor, we gotta get back to 10. We gotta get back to level 1. Oh, that space.
Cincinnati calls time.
And we didn't have an opportunity to use it, or we didn't have a necessity to use it last time. But we need to use a point of emphasis now. With the defensive awareness being so high for our
Going to make
coach,
some substitutions.
it should be effective. Should be effective. We shouldn't notice any issues here.
Wood inbounds the ball.
Get back home. Get back home, because he's B. I thought he was Luke, because he's the point guard too. I thought he was. Everything is an and one. Everything is an and one, yo. Go back and watch. Everything has been an and one. Like, if they're going to the basket to get fouled, it's going in, bro. So
To the paint. Goes up.
It dunked on though.
By Connolly. They're now up by 5. 1:41 left in the first half.
And we'll try to cycle the guards.
Clement takes it up.
Bro, everything is a
No
foul.
three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line.
Everything is a foul. Like, they want you to be in the bonus. That's another way that they try to, like, even the game up for the CPU, is to just go ahead and put you in a position to just get fouls and put them on the line every time you do anything and make an error. But we're good. We're not really worried about it. Pass back.
Skips it to the stripe.
Pass back.
Connolly catches it. Left side.
I don't like it. What's up with the positioning, bro?
Backs in. Fires. Great
Like,
from
the
low
positioning
post.
is jacked up.
They push their lead to 5. Clement brings it up the floor. Poked away. And
Thank you.
Picked up by Maryland Eastern
I see one.
The intercept. What great reflex.
Somebody not continuing to run there is crazy.
Picked that one off easily.
Get there, bro.
Connolly. Backs
And see, this is the thing with Bart. You got, oh my God.
Has it out left. Goes up.
With Bart, you gotta step though. His form is really, really slow. I gotta get used to that. We may even change it. His form is way too slow. Way too slow. I can't deal with Pack, however you say his name.
Here comes the double team. Dumps it off.
Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. Can't do nothing crazy now.
Can't hit from beyond the arc. Lindemann passes way down court.
Ah.
To an end with the score 54 to
Got stuck in the
47.
animation. Tried to get the in and out to get to the basket, but he'll go. Wow. Yikes. Hey, look, this is what I mean. Efficient shots. It's like I'm not doing nothing special. It's no cheat. It's nothing. You're just trying to take the most efficient shots on the floor. You like 85% is on MOP. It's nothing weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you have to just get the best shots available and pick your spots. You have to like be able to see, okay, nobody's back. All right, bet. Nobody's back. Let's get the ball up court, get a quick bucket. Let's get an open shot, but with this play. I literally sat at the screen for an hour. One afternoon, sat at the screen for an hour and just looked at all the plays to see what would get me what. And that's a third foul. That's a second? I thought he had 3. Maybe they just took him out to protect him. But we still need to go at him though. It's an off shot. I should have.
Who has an update for us.
During halftime, I talked with Coach
That's far. That's really far for y'all to just let him just outright hit that. It's a far shot, bro. They starting to trap us now. Another foul on Vignale. Thank you. The leading scorer is back off the court, so exactly what I want.
Thank you, Tracy.
I would have loved to see you continue to keep running though.
Goes up.
It's good work.
Inside shot. He's shooting 100% for the game. Dicey pass. Dumps it to the paint. The elbow jumper missed by Warren. That's the shot you work for, Bill, even though he's not their number 1 option.
The defense will have to show him some respect.
Yo, he's ass at the basket, yo.
Given another chance.
He is ass at the basket. That's their ball. At the basket, his finishing skills are horrible. So yeah, it's we appreciate you for your service, but when it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. That's crazy. Like he's been consistent over his 2 years. His full year he had last year, and it looks like the start of this year. With these goddamn misses, boy. Watch X.
Down low. Kennedy sent away violently.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they
Oh, come on.
The big guy.
Yo, are you serious? Yo, Jess, they trying to rob you, bro.
Can't get the first.
Yeah, they trying to rob him, son. This is crazy. That is tough, boy.
Poked loose, but it's recovered by Wood. With the shot.
Try to act like I was gonna step. That's tough, man. Trying to get points on the board for these dudes. Oh yeah, wow. That's just a little bit of patience there.
They're leading 60-52. Kennedy, here's the spin move.
The centers are doing this. Come on, yo. Well, power forward, pardon me.
Can't sink the first.
Ball don't lie. That's crazy.
Good on number 2.
So that was a miss. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a miss.
Castro inbounds the ball. Clement brings it up.
Don't get there before your bigs.
Gets it out left. Boatner throws it out.
So you're too far on the side of him for me to not do that to you.
Cincinnati needs to cut down
And we'll just keep
turnovers.
doing that until he makes a
Tracy
change.
is near their bench. Tracy?
Coach Cronin is not sugarcoating the issue. He told his assistants our fundamentals are abysmal.
Desperation coming from that side.
Added, the only players I want on the floor right now are the ones that can take
They
care
reject
of the
it.
ball.
Thanks, Tracy. Warren bounces it to the left. Left side. The spin move.
That's a block. That is a block.
And he'll go to the line.
Yo, dog. This game is tough, man. The way our rebounding slider is set up, that's the reason why that happens so often. But
12 and a half minutes left in the second half.
Definitely take some getting used to.
Lead pass to the middle. Boatner
Don't.
picks it up.
Yep.
That's the
I
head
felt that coming.
They're now out in front by 8. Warren dumps it off.
Turn. Everybody has a turn. Everybody has a turn. Everybody has a turn. Everybody has a turn.
Feeds it to the right side. Sunk by Clement.
Everybody's off balance.
6.
They've got their defense and it's minute.
Lead pass to the middle. Boatner gets the lay-in.
NBA
He's
dude.
got 13. Souffrant inbounds the ball. The steal by
You go.
Castro.
Made it back to level 1.
Cincinnati calls time.
So far, so good. Let's go to quick stats just to see if there's something that I don't notice. Let's limit these turnovers. That's going to be the big key. Limit them turnovers, man.
Clement. Catches it. Right wing.
Desperation left side.
Takes it up. The lay-in was good.
It's a good rejection. That's a smart rejection, too.
Down by 8. About 11 and a half minutes left in the second half. Clement with the crossover.
All right, so let's let Mo be a little bit more aggressive, because y'all know his numbers are going to inflate when the sims start. So let him being more aggressive is good for us.
Warren inbounds the ball. Clement passes it to the free throw line. Inside. It's blocked. Big time rejection.
It seems like nothing can destroy this guy, but he will destroy you in a heartbeat.
Come on, bro. I hate that.
Missed by King.
It's like for the guards, they made that animation so weird now.
Lobs it to the baseline. Souffrant for 3. Castro grabs the rock.
Wait, why did you come down here?
King goes up.
Why did you come down here?
They take a 12-point lead. Misses the tray. Castro fires it way up court. Dumps it to the inside.
Yo, all of these missed dunks. It's like, yo, I'm not believing that. It's like they keep doing it to him specifically. I don't know why, but maybe they don't want him to score. The boy's a high school All-American. He has games, huh? He's doing all the things that are necessary.
Coach Cronin is going to let his
Doing all the
team
things
have it.
that was
He just
necessary.
can't
He was
be
getting
happy
hunted
with
the
the
first few
run
plays of
that
the
they
game.
had just now.
Wood inbounds the ball.
All right, now we at that point of the game. They're going to start letting him get past you.
It's deflected. Hands it off. Kuzanov.
Don't
Catches
pass.
it. Right wing. Kennedy too strong.
I wouldn't bet on him missing that one again.
King dumps it to the middle.
And one.
He makes
Good
the
work.
substitution. Warren is back in the
And we
game
look
after a
good,
short
man.
rest.
Like, this is another year where we're like, yo, good-looking team. NBA potential on our bench, on our roster. I'm pleased, man.
Hands it off.
Pleased with what I see.
Takes a 3. Hits it.
And as soon as I saw that little mix-up at the top, I knew it was going to be a problem.
This kind of excitement is why I love college basketball.
The finish.
Last basket on the
Funny
way
enough,
by
the boy can't hit an open layup, but he can hit that. It's crazy.
Inbounds the ball. Stolen away by Maryland Eastern Shore.
And one.
Inside.
The finish,
The
Jess.
shot was good by Agudio. 22 points, and he leads all in scoring.
Turn it back around. There we go. Desperation that side.
Warren unloads.
We need a body right there.
They're now down by 15. Leads him with the pass.
Shit, boy. Wow. The little that leg kick animation that I don't like.
Clement is
Oh
whistled
man,
for
that shit
the
vexes me,
end. That will be
dog.
his
I
second
hate
foul
that
of the
shit.
game.
You're never going to get away bumping the ball handler on a steal attempt.
It's not even logical. Why the fuck is he kicking his leg? Why, as a D1 player, why is he kicking his legs behind him to lay the ball up? Like it's a WNBA like type animation.
Deep. Nothing but net.
And now they're trying to force it.
He's shooting 66% from downtown. Castro goes up.
Get dunked on.
Slams it home with one hand. 5-14. Stolen by Maryland Eastern Shore. Sufran.
Damn, boy.
To reach. They're in the bonus here, so that'll be a 1-1 at the line.
That's a big foul. They'll go to the line for the rest of the half.
And he gets the.
It's a lot of time to be going to the line.
He gets the second to fall
Shit.
as well. Warren inbounds the ball.
They're set up in man-to-man.
Cut that off.
Passes to the left. Kennedy backs him down. He attacked it with everything he had, but it still wasn't enough.
Good defense, not letting them
Get dunked on. That not being a block is crazy.
It's deflected, and it's scooped up by Castro. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it.
Get dunked on.
Wait for the misstep, and then capitalize.
Cincinnati is struggling on defense, and Tracy has a quick report
Shit.
on their bench.
So that's a way to start attacking. Now we at level 2.
The drought they're going through and told his assistants to find a way, any way
Off shot.
to turn this one around.
All right, Tracy.
And now we can just coast. We can coast to the victory.
He sinks the second.
About to say we can go upstairs, get back in the bed, man. In a few minutes, it'll be like within the next 20 minutes, we'll be back in the bed. It'll be lit, man.
Haskell kicks it out to the outside. Nice little crossover from downtown.
Fuck
Kennedy's
out of
having
here.
a hard time getting his shot to go, Vern. You just hope it doesn't wreck his confidence, but it's hard to see how it would.
Midi Hassan, thank you.
On the mark from 17 feet out. That's 15 unanswered points. Stolen away by Maryland Eastern Shore. Castro has
Straight line. Thank you.
Knocking down all these shots is going to help this team immensely.
My play style with this team, we're gonna have some fun.
Good for the
Shot, boy.
three-point play.
And we still there. We still there with it.
Another rip.
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a
Shot, boy.
Nice move in the paint on that last shot by Agudio.
We having fun with it, man. We like beating up teams, man, on their home court, man. Lock that up, Mo. That's one thing I like about him as a point guard. Like, the fact that he can lead the team, but he can also lock you up. And he's been doing that, though. Hold on, let me look at it. 2-3 matchup. 2-3 matchup.
Knocks it loose.
No, he got stripped by a power forward. It's tough. He step for step with him.
Good steal following the pump fake.
He step for step with him. He's a point guard.
Haskell catches it left side. Boatner snatches it down inside. Boatner
Run with him.
has his team rolling. They got to find a way to stop this
Bro.
onslaught.
Well, the best defense can be a good offense, and they don't seem to have one right now.
Pokes free.
Bro,
Another steal. Gorgeous pass.
They trying to nerf my boy right now. And in game, the in-game nerf is crazy.
Momentum slipping away from his team, and I'm sure
Like,
he's hoping this time out will straighten them out.
Have some guys
So
getting
for
tired out
me,
there.
it's a
They'll
left.
bring in some subs.
It's left trigger, I believe. I gotta do it again just to make sure. But I believe it's left trigger,
Jorgensen
and I just try to meet him
inbounds the
step for
ball.
step. It's not really up to you what animation you get. You just got to try to find the best possible one. I try to get them close to the lines, whether it be the baseline or.
Takes it up. Fouled hard there.
Wow, calling a foul when he's getting a block is crazy. I try to use it when I'm close to the sideline, baseline, or the half court line
Knocks down the
to
first
push him
one.
backwards.
The Bearcats will get a few more starters back
And
in
because
the
of
game.
how good he is defensively, like the better your player is defensively, the more likely you are to get a favorable animation right there. So
One of two. Connell way up court. Leads him in. Lindemann goes up inside. Dishes it down low.
but yeah, he's back out there.
Passes back to the left side. Takes it up. Can't
You back out. Y'all Biggs is back out there, so we're going to go right back at y'all again.
He makes the first.
Good shot, boy. And I think that we're playing well. I can't say I think that we're playing well. We're up 30.
He's off on the second. Deflects the pass. But it's recovered by Casco. Wood goes up.
Look at that shit.
The Bearcats will retain.
Look at that shit, man.
Haskell inbounds the ball. Throws it up.
What a look.
Come
How
on,
sweet
bro.
that was.
This game loves doing nonsense,
Got a
bro.
nice lead. Feeds right wing. Puts it up. The three-pointer was drained.
I'm
by
like, look,
Bearcats.
you better be a knockdown shooter, bro, because that shit is slow as hell.
Tip, but it's recovered by Casco. Vignola takes it up.
Making me
Gets the
fade
layup
away,
after
want to
a
jump?
fake
The fuck are
freezes
y'all
the
doing?
lead. He's got 7. Under 5 minutes left in the second half. Hakavicius gets it left wing. Lang skips it to the baseline.
I'm like, y'all all over the place right now.
They're in the double bonus, and they'll go to the line for 2. They're flying blind out there.
Oh, I held it too long.
This team just doesn't commit fouls like
How did you do that?
Almost hear the bolts
What you mean to the screener? What you mean?
So wild. Got to tone it down.
Because now I just see screener. Shot, boy.
Number 2. Warren inbounds the ball.
Back at 30. Turn. Step. B gonna come out.
High post. Takes the shot. Snatched down by Connell.
You have to hit that.
Hard to imagine he could get a cleaner look. Connolly backs down. It's stolen by
Oh, good
Connolly.
jump.
That's
Good
his
jump.
third
And they
steal.
tried to fuck him up right there with that. What they try to do is they try to make him take too many steps.
Passes it to the left. Connolly has it, and that's his 4th rebound thus far. How did he miss that one?
It happens. He's just got it.
Now they got my point guard doing some dumb shit. So all right, cool. I'll see what type of game this is gonna be for the rest of the game. And this is the reason why we have a mercy rule.
Lindemann catches it on the free throw line. That
Cash.
shot buried from 20.
Kevin Garnett shots.
Rotate, find the open man and cash it in.
Pass back. Pass. Ooh.
Intercepted.
Yes,
by
sir. Pass back.
Lang connects.
Come on,
They
man.
lead 108-73.
Turn them, turn them, turn them, turn them.
It's tipped. The Bearcats will retain possession.
Oh, yeah, nah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Are going to bring all their starters back out there now.
That strength difference really makes a difference
Kennedy inbounds the ball.
whenever you
On
see
the
them
inbound
screens.
play. Connell pulls it
It's
in.
like the strength disparity is crazy sometimes.
With
Got him.
nobody around, he still couldn't convert.
Sometimes
Yeah, now they starting to just play bad. And they starting to get booed. Get there, get there, get there, get there. You can't lock on.
Gets it on the
Bad
strike.
reach, bad
Clement
reach.
Shoots. Gets the
Yeah.
shooter's roll
The way I got there, I should have got there. I should have went a different route.
Leading scorer. The reverse slam was thrown down by Connolly. And they now lead by 37. Clement dishes to the wing.
What I like
Good
is
shot.
his ability to see the floor and get it
But
to
y'all
the
keep
guy
pressing this late in the
do
game
something
is
with it.
you're gonna get a couple, but it's
And the ball
for
was
what?
out of bounds after the errant shot.
Y'all look dumb as hell right now.
Hakavicius inbounds the ball.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Lang uses
What?
the crossover.
Like,
Now's the time
he can't dunk. He came from overseas and you can't
There's
dunk.
no time to wear your starters out at this point or risk injury.
Right wing. Wood puts it up. Vignola pulls it down. Passes to the left side. Wood
Get there, get to B, because they just want to go from side to
leads
side.
him with the pass. Bounced high and in by Conran. But they still
Make it
trail
simple.
by 35.
Stay in front of him.
Left in the game. Takes it up. Nice two-handed.
I'm about to say, you better be able to dunk.
By 37.
He's close to that line. Come on.
Wood has it left wing. The last shot missed from three-point range. The D wasn't too worried about that one. Gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long three over him driving it in.
No good on
Good work.
layup by Connolly.
Me bounce.
Wood inbounds the ball. Stolen away by Maryland Eastern Shore. Pass, high post.
Oh, the quick
Got him.
hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
Oh, nah. Somebody got a mismatch. That's who y'all want to have it? Hook shot. Ooh.
Gets the post shot to fall.
Great job to hang on to the
Ooh,
lead.
I thought it was just going to be a hook shot. God damn.
Here's the three. Connolly snatches it down.
Their rebounding has been terrific, Vernon. That's the main
Bro, you gotta
reason they're
keep
leading
running.
in this game.
Takes the shot.
Wow, come on. It's going to be a post masterclass. Y'all keep fucking with him, bro.
Vern. Just play solid D and use as much clock as possible.
Wood throws it up. Puts it in after getting the defender off his feet. And that's
Oof.
the ball game. The Hawks
Yo.
are out. Cincinnati 120
It be like that.
to 81. Now we'll bring you our player of the game.
You need to break a losing streak. All right. Do you scout? Before you start your game against your opponents, make sure you scout, know what kind of defense they run. If they run man-to-man, center low block is like a OP play
With today's version,
against man-to-man. PG combo is a good play against man-to-man as long as your power forward can shoot. And now my controller is over there acting crazy. They should have just went to the music. But nah, PG combo is good against man-to-man. PG choice is good against 2-3. Certain defenses, like I basically just sat and looked at my team and we just ran through plays. So I could see what would work against different teams. We shot 81% from the field, bro. Damn. We shot better than them from everywhere except the free throw line. But we got to the line 27 times, though. So that we going to make up for it. In spite of the fact that we won by 41, they have more assists than we do. But that's MOP doing what MOP does. 19 turnovers to our 10. Rebounded, it wasn't a whole lot of rebounds because there wasn't a whole lot of misses. 23 to 17. They had 7 offensive rebounds on their side. We got 5 blocks, which is always good to see. 40 points off the bench. We like to get to 50, but it didn't happen this time. Try to do what we can when we can do it. We're on their card, so we might as well look at the double-double from Clement. It's a good game. Normally you'll see somebody on their team do well, and it just happens to be their guards today. But on our side, we got 9, 4, and 6 from Mo, 10 from Hassan, 28 from Jess. We got 22 from Cass, 13, 6, and 5 from Boat with 4 blocks, 15 and 8 from A, and we got 10 from Lang and 10 from Lindemann. So we're not having a bad experience. 122 points is crazy at any point in time. I'm gonna save first before I go, because if I save, I'll have my save and I could just look at the report card after, and that could be how we wrap things up today. We still don't have any recruiting actions, and it could be just because of how packed our week is. But we're going to go back over to the Big East to look at Cincinnati's card after that game. They beat UNC, but they didn't beat us. So they have an A grade offensively, and then they have a B- grade defensively. I'm more so focused on that defensive grade because the offense grade is going to typically say the same because of how the game tends to favor the way that they play. Just looking at everything. What the fuck happened? We had a campus tour. He was in the 90s. Why did that shit glitch out like that? I'm bugging. He was in the 90s, bro. Like, what's going on? Yeah, that's weird, son. I don't like that. Fuck out of here. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't like that type of shit. That was insane. What was that? Yeah, no, that was mad weird. I'm not jacking it. That was crazy. Like, the fuck was that? Like, the fuck? Like, yo, we come back to we shouldn't even call Buddy. We already know where he going. Get him out of here, bro. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, how we make a call to the dude and then now we don't have enough points? Don't make sense. That was bogus. And we'll actually, because the rest of this week is going to be a sim anyway. So we'll start the next episode off right at this point. We'll go to Friday, simulate through all our actions, look at where we landed. Think we might have did what was necessary with those. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch though. But we look to be in good shape. But just to make sure we wrap up in an appropriate way, BAP, just make sure you run your just practice plays. Like I said, if your next opponent is in a man defense, you want to try to run center low block. Cycle through your plays. I go to all plays, that way I can pick plays from all different types of sets. Center low block is good. PZ combo is good. Like, basically these plays work for my team, but you could try them. Like, these plays work for my team. So how does it go? Center low block, it'll open up a shot for your center to like get a post spin bucket. When you pass it to center, start to back down, that small forward is going to have an open shot on the wing. Triple cutters will get your point guard an open three. PG combo will get your power forward an open midi. PG choice will get your small forward an open shot from the three, or your shooting guard a shot from the mid range. All right, bet. But nah, if you guys just go through your plays, not just for BAT, for anybody, you'll find the things that work for you. But we're good to go, man. I just wanted to get the bad taste of how last season went out the way. Let me pause so I can fix the screen on the outro. All right, went ahead and made that quick change. But yeah, man, it's a nice start to the year. I like the team as a whole. We definitely got some work to do in terms of recruiting. We got our work cut out for us, really. We really want to try to get Sherrod. This is the third year in a row where we've been in contention for an All-American, so hopefully we can be a little bit more successful than we've been in the past. We have hope because this time he does not have any priority to play at a big program. Once you see big program, you got to go. With the guy happy, whatever how you say it, he started having teams come out of nowhere. West Virginia, namely. So we let him go. We had to let a couple guys go. That whatever happened with that power forward, that was weird. Because if my memory serves me correctly, bro was at a 90%. And then it just plummeted. So we didn't make any changes. You know what I'm saying? But remains to be seen, man. But another good stream. I'm gonna keep experimenting with the times because the numbers, they like Bat was here. There was a couple nights numbers got crazy, so we're gonna keep experimenting with the times. We'll probably stick to doing Wednesday for this semester for me. And I'll keep looking at my schedule and I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I'll try to put it out as like a community note at some point in time so that everybody can see. We'll start. I think 2K comes out soon. Let me actually look that up before we break out. NBA 2K27 early access. That's what we want to know. It's going to be the 26th, so it's going to be next Tuesday. So that's also going to be a game that we're going to see. I'm going to start out with basketball. That's it's easier for me to understand. I'm not as good at 2K as I would like to be. So this year I'll spend a lot more time in the lab. That way I can get better. But I'll be able to do that up here with you guys. We'll have some standalone content for college hoops. We'll have some walkthroughs that we're going to start working on. A bunch of stuff is on the way. Appreciate you guys always being patient. Appreciate you guys always showing up. But until the next time, man, you guys be good to yourselves, man. Be good to those around you. And I'll catch you guys next time, man. I'm out.